How's it going, everyone? How's it going? Long time. Did you miss me? Doing all the fucking video game quotes. It's been a long time since Zanzibar, Snake. How's everyone doing today? Good, I hope. Oh, sweetly, sweetly, I hope. 2021. A lot has happened while I've been away, huh? Oh boy, breaking out the Jaeger already this morning. Yeah, it's gonna be one of those streams. Um, Going good, good. He lives, yes. There he is. Oh, there he is. Yeah, how about that? No, it's some cool games got announced. Um, Cyberpunk, I've been talking about it for like 2 years now on stream. It finally came out. It was fucking shit. I didn't even touch it. I fucking played a little bit of it at a fucking friend's house and said, nope, I don't want this shit. I wanted Cyberpunk, any sort of Cyberpunk. And instead I got fucking Grand Theft Auto 20 fucking 77. Fuck that shit. What a time. What a time to be alive. I'm, that's mixed perfectly. I was smoking joints too before the fucking stream. All morning I was smoking joints and now fucking. Cyberpunk getting that S rank. Thank God we never played it. I'd have to create what comes after F? I? I'm kidding, I know. Some dumb motherfucker's gonna be like, don't you know the fucking out? Shut up. Shut the fuck up. What was I gonna say? I can't remember now. Anyway, 57 games we streamed in 2020. 57. I'm not saying that's a record or anything, but that's gotta be up there. That's gotta be at least like noteworthy. Like, wow, 57 games in a year. Ain't that some shit? And so I almost don't want exactly SABCD FU. 57 is a lot. 57 was a lot of games. We did a lot of games. Most I don't think anyone will remember. I think there's going to be a lot of times where we go to pull a game and everyone's going to be like, you fucking played that? Yeah. Yeah, bitch. So, like I said, I don't want to waste too much time. It's going to be a long one. So let's just, let's get into it. Why don't we? Why don't we here? A lot of games. Ta-da! TNT Awards, #1. The rankings. So, it's been a while since we did one of these. I'm already miffed by the fact that my camera isn't... Ah, bueno. Nachos Torres. Anyway. Boy, it's like I should have set up before stream, huh? Yeah, there we go. Twitch. I want to read chat off my phone. Good. Good. Put that right fucking there. Cool. Holy shit. Am I set? Anyway, to reiterate, what we're doing here is in this chart, SABCDF, we're literally just ranking it based on what I thought of it. And that's going to include gameplay, art and aesthetics, story, and music. Music's a big one for me. You can take a really shitty game, Final Fantasy VII, and make it a whole lot better with music. Yeah. Yeah. But before we do, you'll notice I have a couple on the left-hand side already filled in. Why is that, you might be asking? Those were games we played in 2019 as well. And so those are the 2019 rankings. However, let me specify. Those are the 2019 rankings. Uh, Two of those games are about to be changed. Unfortunately, this year, playing what I did, I played more of the games. Um, Final Fantasy VIII is getting dropped down a peg because it's just it's good, but I'm getting older now, and so certain other things like certain story elements and certain gameplay elements bug me. So it's fucking getting dropped to B, or sorry, to A from S class. I know it's a big one because I do like Final Fantasy. It's a good game. It's a great game. And also, oh my God, says Lad. That's right. And also, Dracula is getting dropped down to a fucking E because I got a lot further this year than I did as a kid into the story, and some of the puzzles are just you literally a good chunk of the puzzles eventually wind up to just clicking everything on the screen, next screen, clicking till you find whatever the fuck piece they want you to find, and that's no good. So already we've knocked to. It was S until you hit the orphanage reveal. It's not far off. That the moment you get to fucking what's her shitty fucking Trebia. The moment you hit Trebia Garden, it really is starting to like hold like a castle of sand in your hands. You're like, oh fuck, oh shit, what a mess. But even like I don't know, maybe it's because I played it so much, but even a lot of the story, not like the story itself, but just the way they deliver it, I'm just like, oh, a cutscene. Oh, okay, whew, out of cutscene. Let's go to the White Seed ship. And remember, we drove into the water, out of the water. There's the White Seed ship, and then Q fucking. I was like, it was really killing me. And I don't know if it's because I'm older or what, and maybe as a kid I was more forgiving. So Final Fantasy VIII takes a hit, and Dracula takes a hit. Otherwise, Digimon still S rank for me, even though it's flawed. I will be the first to point out its flaws, but that's soul. There's a thing I quote it often called wabi sabi. It's the imperfections of something are what make it beautiful, and that game has fucking truckloads of wabi sabi. Uh, Dark Cloud is still good. It's A. It's got its problems, but it's good. It holds. And then Rumble Roses still holds its C for now. Um, Although I bet if I play more, I heard rumors that there's some shit buried deep inside the game. If you get far enough, you rank enough hours, and where you can start. It might. We'll never know. Digimon gets an S for Sukumon. That's right. The fact that you can be a big golden caramelized pile of shit, and you can train by taking a shower in a big caramelized golden pile of shit in a place called Trash Mountain, which is run by a king called King Sukumon, who is a big caramelized golden piece of shit. That's amazing. It's funny there on the Ion Discord. We're already plugging it. We're already plugging it. Fucking 7 minutes in. Uh, I earlier today, everyone was talking like the new Pokemon game, blah blah blah, Gen 4, blah blah blah. I can give a fuck. And so I just for half a second I posted a good Digimon picture, and what it was the mathematics behind evolution in Digimon World, right? And I was like, you know what? They won't even understand. They won't even get it, and so I fucking deleted it. But because in the end, this is the problem: is that even if I came at them with a 100% pure logic, there's just too many of them. It's like zombies. You know, even if I take a one or two with my logic explaining why Digimon's more intricate, there's just too many kids. What about shinies? So, boy, we're rambling a lot. I miss you guys. I miss you guys. I have very very crippling depression, like legitimately. That's how come I take breaks from streaming as often as I do, because I just don't have the energy to barely get out of bed, and it feels good. It feels good to like, all the voice, all the shits out of your head, all the funk, and you're just back to like some normalcy. Because you have too big of a brain for them. That's right. That's right, Pokemon kids. Poke fanatics. But no, with that said, so that's 5 already down. Just like that. That leaves us 52 games for ranking. So let us begin. Huh? Ha ha ah. What is game number 1? Can't read that. No, I'm kidding. It's Super Baseball 2020. That's fitting. Super Baseball 2020. It was a good, I don't know. I don't have anything. Anyway, Super Baseball 2020 was it was a fun idea, but it wasn't for me. I fucking sucked at it. Um, I don't remember any sort of music. The gameplay was what it was. It was basic, but it's a really old game. Probably the oldest we'll see today, actually, funny enough. And so, all things considered, I have no problem giving it the D. Just giving it a nice D. It was a pleasant enough game. It was a pleasant enough game. There's obviously a little more to it, but from what I saw, it was what it was. It wasn't great. Aricia says bogus games. We did not, in fact, have robots playing baseball in 2020. They fucking lied. They fucking lied to me. The lad says F because it was a lie. Yeah, well, you know what? They lied again. Because remember, the team I played was the females, and females are still not allowed in athletics. Pour one out for the home girls. 2020 was a lie. Can we blame that on Corona? Is it Corona's fault we didn't have robots and chicks playing baseball, tackling each other and shit? That's a shame. That's a fucking shame. So yeah, D. Super Baseball 2020 gets a D. I'm fine with that. What the fuck is going on with this? All sorts of weird, fucked up pixelation of it. Next. What's next? Among Us. Ugh. Ugh. Among Us had some high highs and low lows. Fucking Among Us was all over the place. Um, let's be realistic here. We streamed it what 4 times. The Ion Discord streamed it 4 times, and I feel like 2.5 of those times kind of sucked. 2.5 of those times kind of ate my balls. Arithi says, to be fair, Among Us lows were not the game's fault, or were they? I forget what fucking theory it is, but like if something's too simple, simpletons will play it, and simpletons will bring down. You know what I'm saying? Like, the best judge would be the last stream, the most recent stream, because it was half shit, half good. When it was good, it was good. When it was bad, it was bad. I say, as far as games go, I could really still, even as good as it was, only give it a C. Because even the times that were good, you say, oh, well, the reasons the bad times were not the game's fault. Well, neither were the good times by that argument. If you fucking ignore, like, picture just playing with strangers, it's just a basic fucking, Werewolf Among Us, being the original type game. I don't know. I don't have a very good argument for it, but in the end, I just don't feel, it's just C. Oh, you want to play Among Us? Yeah. Fucking. Yeah, I'm happy with C. C, I'm happy with. I'm content with C. Next. Ape Escape. Ah. Why the fuck? Wait, this is going to be a quick one there, huh? Like, what the fuck? Fucking, what the fuck? Ape Escape has one of the top 5 soundtracks. I might even argue top 3 soundtracks of all original video game music, even though the genre is atypical to what I typically like of original video game music. The controls, while clunky at first, I will admit, especially seeing the others play it, it's clunky at first, but once you learn it, it's like, oh, this makes so much sense. This makes fucking sense. It's smooth. It's fucking not floaty, but you got good air. It's like I said, I cannot speak enough. Yeah, and I mean, I'm sitting here trying to think of like a downside to it. The worst you could possibly knock on it are the graphics, and they're time appropriate. It is just one of the most perfect all around games. So we don't even need to talk about it at length. Everyone can agree with that, right? I know Among Us got some chatter, but Ape Escape, come on. And that's not even biased. Come on. You guys saw it. I know everyone enjoyed it the few times I played it on stream. Everyone was like, wow, I'm into this. It can't just be for me. What is next? Oh, shitty Battletoads. Although, in fairness, Battletoads was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought Battletoads was going to be a lot shittier. Um, it was definitely hard, and I hate fucking retro games where like, oh, you died, start the game all over again. Fuck you, you quarter eating bitch. You're a console game. Act like it. Fucking arcade. So with that said, I feel this is the thing with Battletoads. Battletoads has a weird thing. I was going to put it all the way down to E because really there's just nothing to it. It's just fucking is what it is. But it's got a weird thing where it knows it's hard. It intentionally went an extra level. It really cultivated some bullshit. So I'm willing to fucking sneak it up. Is it D? Does it go even higher? It's famous. The controls were relatively smooth. But no, I feel like D is where it belongs. D for fucking dismal. That's how I felt playing it. Fucking dismal. It was I was glad I played it. Um and I'm glad I never have to play it again. Well, on to the next one then. Everyone's pretty much agreeing so far. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Ah, one that snuck in right at the end there. Beyblade. Beyblade. I had more fun with Beyblade than I thought I was gonna have. I had a good time with Beyblade. Beyblade was the shit. Um, the music was not terrible. I mean, the intro song is amazing, but the in-game music was fine. The controls were great. There was actually a lot to it. I was learning like the top triggers switch your spin rotation and they switch your spin speed. So I was like, wow, okay, there's some depth all of a sudden. Um, B for Beyblade says lad. Boy, it's gonna be fucking. What happens when we get to Tetris 99? Huh? T? What do you fucking create a new category? I'll run out of colors by then. Uh, yeah. So it was funner to play than I thought. The audio was actually pretty decent. The whole customization thing was it was all right, but in the end, a couple of you save up a couple of points, boom, you can go max them pretty fucking quick. All in all, I say it was a I put it up there with C. I say it's a C rank game. There's going to be probably a lot of C's. C is like my dump. B, you're getting a little special. And then D and down, you kind of fucking missed the ball. C is the dump. But no, the reason I say C is because look what is in there. Rumble Roses is a game I would play again. But like, I don't look forward to it. It's just like one of those things where like looking around and, Rumble Roses. Among Us, same thing. Hey, you guys playing? Yeah? Yeah, I'll join. Beyblade. Same thing. We'll fucking play some Beyblade. It's not a very strong argument, but that is the argument. Like I said, I have been drinking and smoking all day. Next game. Bloody Roar 2. I like Bloody Roar 2. Bloody Roar 2 soundtrack was good. The fighting was pretty good. I'm not super into fighting games, but the games I do. It's got a couple problems. I feel the balancing is a little out of whack. Um, and the story is confusing at best. Overall, I would say this. Following, it's funny. It actually follows Lad's logic. I say this gets to be the first B of the night because it is a game. Like if I knew someone was into fighting games, I would fucking. It'd be one of the first games I'd recommend to them. Bloody Roar 2. It's a fucking just a great little game. Well, Arethius here did just that. Arethius is cashed in channel points and had him play Bloody Roar 2. And I quote me, you can quote me on this. I believe he said, "By God, this is the best game I've ever played," is what he said. So that's cool. You know, that shows that there's some weight to my opinions. Watch, we're gonna see in chat here. Reese's be like, "No, no, I didn't." Yeah, you did. You said, "By God, Street Fighter can learn a thing or two about this fucking shit." Next game. An interesting translation of what I said. I think it's faithful. Bubsy 3D. And this is great. This is actually perfect timing because this will, in fact, fill out our alphabet as it is F rank. And, everyone here knows, everyone watching, whether here on YouTube or wherever, they know, they must know that I'm trash and treasure. Like those are the games I play, like cult classics, long forgotten garbage, blah blah blah. Bubsy 3D is infamous for being shit. So you figured like, oh, is he just going with the meme? No, I went into it wanting to like it. I went into it wanting to like it. I'm like, all right, cool. Cat that's gonna say some like borderline fuck them snarky shit. I'm not into the whole collection 3D collectible thing, but I went into it fair and it fucking sucks. I think the people who make jokes about it are doing a disservice because they're like, oh, hey, fucking, it's bad, Hey, no, it's fucking bad. The music gives you such a fucking headache. It's just fart noises and like squeaking. The fucking gameplay is so slow and clunky. The camera, when you jump up, fucking flips on you, so you can't see where the fuck you're going. It is unplayable. It is so fucking bad. So it deserves its F. And I can't imagine anyone arguing otherwise. Next game. Clock Tower. Clock Tower sucked. Clock Tower fucking sucked. Now I'm biased though. I don't like horror games. Per se. I don't like playing horror games. I like a lot of the stories behind them, like the actual plot, but playing them I hate them. This one was not because it was a horror game. This one was so fucking boring. It was almost set up to be like a Twin Peaks type thing where you had a town, you can go to like, oh, here's the dormitory, here's the fucking hospital, but it had no reason to get you to where you want to go. What they wanted you to do next wasn't clear, so it fell into the Dracula thing of just click, 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 a bunch of shit till you hit a new bit of dialogue. Okay, new bit of dialogue switches all the dialogue over. So go back, click, 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 and it's just fucking abysmal. Therefore, barely, even though it's not as bad as Bubsy, it's also getting an F. It was fucking atrocious, considering the Clock Tower series has like 6 games in the series or something, and that's only like the third. So clearly it has fans. I think that specific installment, which is it's just called Clock Tower. It's not called any Clock Tower 3 or nothing. That fucking sucks. Maybe the original Nintendo ones were good. I don't know. That was fucking shit. Next game. Next fucking game. D. My God, it's all a whole bunch of horror games. Bam, bam, bam. D's another game that is like kind of known for being shit, mainly because it makes no sense and the graphics are fucking have aged like fucking milk. But but oh man, D says Lad. That's right. I actually had fucking so much fun with D. Once I got there, there was a couple of grumbly minutes at the start where I'm like, "What the fuck is going on? How do I?" But once I understood what I was in for and how to I fucking fell in love with D. So I say D will get. Oh God, it's tough to say. I say D. Oh God, it's tough. I say D gets a D ranking. It was, listen, even though I had fun with it, I'm thinking, right? The music sucked. The logic sucked. Would I play it again? Yes. That becomes an argument of trash and treasure. Um, but D gets D. As simple as that. I'm not. I don't. This one I don't really feel like I have to justify. It kind of just makes sense. You know? It was such a fucking bad game, but it was bad in a way I like. So I had fun with it. But would I play it again? And that's really what C is all about. Playability really gets settled on C, and in the end, no. If I could beat it, because it's 3 discs, I got to end of disc one, and then I couldn't. It wouldn't let me switch to other discs. I'd be done with it. I'd beat it once. I'd be like, wow, what an experience. Fucking seal it in a vault and put it in my fucking basement. Next. Fuck is that? Oh, it's Daytona USA. Daytona USA. Daytona USA is a fun fucking game. The music's a little annoying the way it loops, but it's meant to be an arcade machine. You're only supposed to hear it like 2, 3 times. The driving's tricky, but once you get used to it, it's actually pretty fucking fun. And it's simple. It's just simple. It's a simple fucking game. So simple, there's not too much I can say about it. Uh, so I'm going to put this one. It actually goes to B. I actually have more fun with Daytona USA than I probably let on. And not just because I am a current 2 world record holder for Daytona USA. That's right, and a second place, but we don't count that. We just focus on the 2 world records. It's because it's fucking legitimately just a fun little game. It's pick up and go. And remember us talking about playability? Like in the end, music matters, gameplay, all that shit matters. But it all factors into one score, and that's really replayability. And I would play fucking Daytona USA again, absolutely. If I had a couple minutes to kill, fuck yeah. On to the next one. On to the next one. Ah, Deception 4, The Nightmare Princess. Deception 4, The Nightmare Princess. This is a tough one. Musically, nothing stands out, but that also goes like nothing stands out. Like, it was not horrifically bad, it wasn't amazingly good. It was appropriate. Gameplay, I actually love the trap settingness of it all, the scheming of it all. We hit a fucking bit of a difficulty spike right at the end there, and I wonder how much that's going to carry forward considering we're only on the second level of like who knows how many fucking levels, and there's a second gameplay mode in the Nightmare Princess version. The Nightmare Princess's story, isn't it? Um, with that all said, it's fucking dicey, but just I don't know which way to go. What do you guys think? I don't know which way to go. It is fucking when it's good. But there's a lot of times where you're fucking, are you fucking frustrated, where your trap's not working, or one of the enemies have an ability like, oh, that trap doesn't affect them, and you're like, that's my only one that does damage. Yeah, there's a lot of times where it can get pretty fucked. What did you guys think about Deception 4, The Nightmare Princess? Because this isn't just me talking. I do want to hear your guys' shit, your arguments, etc. I'm not going to listen to them. I'm my own man. But if you got something, I'm willing to listen to logic. If you can lay something like great logic on me, like, you know what, dude, Daytona USA was a fucking blah blah blah. I'll be like, wow, you've opened my eyes. Fuck Daytona USA. Fuck. Lad says he doesn't give a shit. He said fuck Deception 4. Uh, I say just barely, and I know next year I'll probably end up fucking regretting it, but I say it can get an A ranking. I feel gross just saying that. It doesn't feel like it's quite, but B feels like I'm selling it short. This is such a fucking tricky. I know this is, like I said, it's a game no one gave a fuck about. I'm thinking here. I'm sitting here thinking, like, oh, Deception 4 had good numbers. No, Deception 4 had great YouTube numbers. A lot of people on YouTube watched all my Deception shit. On Twitch, and and Twitch is more connected with Ion than my YouTube is. No one gave a shit about Deception. Oh well. Oh well. I'm gonna leave Deception. Deception gets an A, even though, like I said, next year when I go to do this again and I see the results from this year, I'll be like, why the fuck? Why the fuck did I do that? What's next? Demon Souls. Demon Souls. I didn't get to play much. Excuse me, I don't think. But what I played wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. The music was like, yeah, okay. The controls weren't nearly as clunky as I thought. I didn't mind the game. You know what would have made the game better, in my opinion? And maybe this is just me fucking with it, because people seem to think it's the perfectest game ever. I wish for more loot. I'm just an RPG guy at heart. I want loot in my fucking dungeons. And there was a little bit, if I think about it now, but, eh. Eh. But in the end, I didn't have a bad time with it. Thank goodness Zex isn't here. Give it an F. That's right. That would be funny. Just fucking, he's watching now, right? Dude, he gets lower than F. He gets fucking Demon Souls. Gets shit tier. Fuck Demon Souls. That's what I'm saying. Um, but no, if we're gonna be fair is fair, then I say Demon Souls gets a C, because Demon Souls suffers from the same thing that I think fucking Rumble Roses and Beyblade suffer from, where once I beat it, I'll probably like it. I've liked it so far, and then I'll probably never fucking touch it again. I'll probably be like, good, done. Sexy says, I'm here, but I can't hear anything. Haha. Still on that call. Sucks for him. He'll just have to fucking piece it all together. Or watch the replay on YouTube and fucking there and Hulu and fucking this. Um, but yeah, I say fucking Demon Souls is a solid C. It's almost a B, but like, maybe the other ones got better, because, that was the first in the series. They made 3 other ones since. Maybe they get better, they perfect it. That one there, it's a C. It's fine. Nothing special. What is next? Donkey Kong Country. I didn't give a fuck about Donkey Kong Country. The music, I fucking hated the music, actually, which is shocking. You think Donkey Kong, you think fucking, fun dancing music. Chunky was a monkey. He's gonna fuck you in the, in the bum. Whatever the fucking Donkey Kong's usually, you think, musical. The music sucked. The gameplay was fucking. That's not. I don't know. Is that platforming? I guess it's platforming, but fucking awful. I hated it. Um, the graphics were nice, but because of all that, it's an E. I couldn't give two shits about fucking Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Country sucked my testicles, and I didn't even. A funny thing is too, the Kong has a fucked up. This Kong has a fucked up fave. What is that? Are you fucking face? Fave? What are you talking about, lad? But no, I don't even think I let it on that much during the Decathlon Ion, but that game, boy, could I not give a fuck. The only thing that saved it for the Decathlon Ion was the fact that the challenge was fun, banana coins. I'm like, okay, it's different. It's something different. Otherwise, I actually really hated that game. It fucking sucked. Let's keep it going. What's next? Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. This is a tricky one. I actually really enjoy this game, but I got fucked on it on stream when I was streaming it. We fucking got ourselves backed into a corner I couldn't dig out of, and we haven't played since because it's just impossible. It's no point. That save file is garbage. I could technically save it, but the amount of work I'd have to do to work back and then it's not worth it. You'll never see it again on stream. That said, pretty good fucking game. Little thin on like the fighting is great. It's hack and slash. It's not meant to be deep. The fighting's fucking great. The commanding's great. The little story they give you when you're it's all good. The character creation is lacking a bit, but there's a new Dynasty Warriors Empires coming out this year, maybe next year, but I'm pretty sure it's this year. So that's exciting. I'll probably pick that up. As far as Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires go, it gets a B. I enjoy it. It's a great game, but it has enough flaws that start going, eh, eh. Oh, the game where Hitler betrayed you. That is right. That's for that quote alone. It should almost get an SS plus. Luftwaffe. Fucking. But no, it's a fine game. It really is. B is not a bad ranking. B is a pretty good ranking. Nothing to be ashamed about B. Woo. My fridge doesn't make cold shit anymore. It's really disappointing. My fucking drinks here well, the Jägermeister's been in the fridge for weeks. The cola been in the fridge for like 4 or 5 hours. Fucking just a little bit under room temperature. Really disappointing. Life sucks. And there we go. We're all set up. Sorry, I needed a fucking top up. Oh my god. It's going down smooth today. What is the next game? Fall Guys. Fall Guys. You take a perfect idea as far as gameplay goes. Takeshi's Castle. And you give it an awful neon colored fucking veneer. And the music and the sound effects suck. And your online is broken. And it's just fucking everything. Like they take a fucking S rank idea and they proceed to do everything they could to fuck it up. Where in the end, Fall Guys, it doesn't even get a C. I'm giving it a fucking D. Like God, they dropped the ball. Now I still had fun because in the end, it's still Takeshi's Castle. That's great. That's fucking fantastic. I remember me and Lad were having so much fun with it, but in the end, it really was a broken game. It's like the same way kids can have fun smashing bottles up against a brick wall, where it's just, even with garbage, you can still have fun. Lad says, remember when it was popular? No, I don't. I remember maybe for like a month, and then a fucking Among Us came out of nowhere after 2 years of slumber. What is next? Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas. Soundtrack wise, a couple of hiccups, but overall, really fucking good. Really fucking good soundtrack. The gameplay, alright, let's face it, the only thing you can knock on it, the graphics are awful. I don't like the graphics of Fallout New Vegas. They fucking suck. They don't look like humans. I don't know what they're why would you do that? Considering back then you could easily do regular, I don't know. That sucks. And the glitches were really bad. You can really fuck up your game out of nowhere. But everything else about it's near perfect. And so for that, it gets to be our second A ranking of the year, unless you include these two, which we did play this year. But you know what the fuck I meant. Fallout New Vegas, great fucking game, absolutely. I think everyone can agree with that. I'm not fucking breaking new ground by saying that. But why not S? Just like I said, the graphics, man, the graphics are horrendous on everything. Everything, dude. The fucking trash cans are like, what is this? It's like tinfoil blob of shit. And some of the glitches and balancing really do suck. So, near perfect game. Who's laughing now? Lad. Oh, God, why am I so stuffed? Next game. Finding Bigfoot, which was it was a weird one. It was a hit at the start of the year, and boy did it fizzle out at the end of the year. Remember Halloween? Oh, I'm having technical issues. What games do you guys like to see? Well, Bigfoot. Oh, okay. And I played Bigfoot, and everyone was like, "Why are you not scared?" Well, it's my third time playing the fucking game. Like, you kind of get over Bigfoot. It's still like a jump scare, but oh well, what can you do? Um, I'm giving Finding Bigfoot. It was we played the beta version first of all. It's not quite the final version. The final version is not too much different. I'll give it a C. Um, would I ever play it again? Probably not. I'm one and done with it. But it was such a fucking experience. Such a good experience. It did what it needed to do. It did it effectively. Perfect. I have no problems with it. C ranking, even with all its problems. Arethius has just subscribed. This is now his 7th month. Wow, Arethius. What the fudge? Thank you, sir. That's too kind. It's been a while. Oh my god, 7 months. I'm just sitting here thinking. So pretty much since Ion fucking got his shit together. Kobe, how you doing? How are you, Trash? I'm not so bad. Things are fine for me. How are things going for you? While Kobe thinks about that, let's move on to the next game. And it is Grand Theft Auto 5. Which, I don't know, maybe I feel different about. We literally started the stream making fun of it. I'm pretty fucking sick and tired of fucking Grand Theft Auto 5. That said, it was fucking good. It was a good game. The soundtrack's a banger. The gameplay's pretty steady. The story's pretty fucking good. Um, it's the business dealings and the community that really hurt it, and the fact it's been around. It's like Skyrim now, except Skyrim keeps re-releasing. Grand Theft Auto's just been here as long. Like you're like, what the fuck? 15 years of GTA 5. With that all said, though, it's still. I know I feel bad compared to some of the other games. I am going to give it a fucking A rank. They did fucking good with the game. What can you do? You can't knock it. Um, and I have no problem just picking up and playing it again. Because it's clean. It's a good game. Things have been good. Well, that's good, Kobe. I'm glad to hear that. So yeah, Grand Theft Auto 5, another A rank. It's amazing. We got a lot of A ranks this time around. Next game. Wow, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secret, the PS1 edition. That fucking sucked. That fucking sucked. I'm sure it's maybe better when you get to Hogwarts. I seem to remember they all blend, unfortunately, but I remember renting one. It might have been Azkaban, and it was great. You were in the castle doing shit and going to class and stuff. We played that game there. We played for how long? We didn't even see the class in the end. And we were like jumping over lava pits and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is it? What are we playing here? Collecting chocolate frogs and stuff. Remember that? I remember how awful that was. Um, Kobe says, I see as Super Mario Bros. 3 there. What's the bet? It's either D, E, or F. Aricia says, that give one of the better stream moments of the year, though. Wait, what? Drunk driving Harry? Oh, the drunken car crash. That's right, says La. Yeah, but that's once again, it's like what I said with Fall Guys. It's like kids smashing beer bottles up against the wall. It could be hilarious, But then you're still playing with garbage. Um, with that said, uh, it goes E. It goes fucking E ranking. So much so, like, really, I kind of, because I love Harry Potter so much, I wouldn't mind going in and trying it again and seeing how far I can get, seeing what other bullshit's there. But then I remember, like, the actual game, and I go, what's the point? It had nothing to do with Harry Potter. It was shit to play. I don't want anything to do with it. But yeah, I did have it was a good stream. But as far as the game goes, it was a shit game. It was a fucking E rank game. What is next? Helltaker. We beat Helltaker in one stream. It's not a super long game. But holy fuck, was it tough at the end? The difficulty spike. First of all, it's like mentally difficulty, and then the last half of the game is fucking motor skills. It's fucking brutal. But yeah, great music, says Lad. Exactly. The music was a fucking home run. The art was a fucking home run. Gameplay, it's a little jarring going from strategy and mathematics to hand reaction, you know? But it was good in the end. I say it was so good. I'm willing. You know what? I'm giving it a I have a tickle in my throat, and I'm also trying to buy time because I don't know how I want to rank this. I don't feel it's B. It's not B territory because there's no real problems with it. It's a little jarring, like I said, the halfway point, and the difficulty towards the end is fucking ridiculous. But whatever. That's not a. Is it A material? Well, yeah, it's really fucking good. But then I'm wondering, like, it really is almost a perfect game, other than length. But it's an indie game. It's not meant to be super long. Is it good enough to go fucking S? And even though it's short and it seems fucked up, like there's not a lot of game content there, I'm gonna say it goes S. That was a fucking great little game. It's one of those weird things too, where like I want more of it. So you think, oh, Helltaker 2, but it won't be the same magic. Helltaker is done. If you do it again, it won't be as good. Simple as that. But it's also a shame that the Helltaker we did get was so small in content. Okay, I have audio again, Zex. Alright, Zex. Before I move on, then I'll give you a chance. Is there anything there you want to comment about thus far that you've seen, or that you see in front of you? While I take a nice drinky poo here. We just gave Helltaker an S because, like I said, it's a short game and it's a little clunky switching gears, but it's near perfect in every other category. I'm going to go back and watch the Among Us, Battletoads, and Demon Souls comments for why you put them there. Demon Souls was a bit of an argument. Among Us made sense in the end. What was the other one? Battletoads should be pretty obvious. But if you want to go back and watch them, fine. I don't have to reiterate. What is next on the list? Kudelka. Kudelka was a weird one. Remember we said earlier, horror games, not my thing. This was a horror game, but done in a way I actually really enjoyed. And Kudelka was another one, just like D, where I went into it expecting, I probably won't like it. And I was blown away. Unlike D, though, Kudelka was shockingly good. Kudelka was fucking. How have I never heard of it before? It was so fucking good. And I found out since that Kudelka is actually part of a series of games that are still. I think the most recent one wasn't even that long ago, like 6 years ago, the most recent entry. But they don't share names. They're all in the same universe, but they don't share names. But it's a big series. So I'm interested in that. And so clearly it had more stuff going behind it than I thought. I think maybe a name, like Kadelka could have maybe helped it sales wise or notoriousness wise. Like anyway, with that said, it was actually a great fucking game. I give Kadelka a fucking B. Kadelka should have been a fucking F. It's a fucking horror RPG. It's like Final Fantasy Tactics meets Resident Evil, but it fucking worked. And the story was great. The voice acting was dated, but good. It was just dated. I actually really enjoyed it a lot. That said, it is still a fucking weird, flawed game, and really short too. Trasher. That's right, right in the middle section. Trasher. What is next? League of Legends. Oh, fucking. Fucking right off the fucking. Well, I mean, yeah, gameplay wise, fucking story wise, fucking just the community being toxic. I'm surprised it's not melting a hole in my chart. Um, Now, League of Legends is a tough one because when you're playing it solo, like every time you play it, it's like a different time playing it. So there's no standard measurement of gameplay. There's no standard measure of depth. Um, had no idea you put that on there. Every game I've streamed goes up there. Every game I streamed this year is on the list. Right in the garbage can, says lad. Yeah, just delete it. Don't even fucking include it. With that said, like I said, it's one of those ones where like, it's got the Among Us disease, where it's good when it's good, it's bad when it's bad. And realistically, thinking about it too, it really is it's C rank. It is Among Us. It's entirely dependent on who you have. The gameplay is nothing fucking special. Then again, this is, oh, you're a noob. You don't fucking know the depth of. I don't give a fuck about the depth. I don't know it because I fucking don't want to know it. Um, it just depends what. Every situation is different. Every 30-minute block you're playing that game, it's fucking an S game one game, it's a fucking F the other. C is safe where it belongs, I feel. Zek says I'd agree with that. There we go. Look at that. Everyone's happy. What is next? Ah, there's another one that most people probably don't remember me streaming. Marlboro Go. Action Team. I think it's called like Action Team Marlboro Go, but everyone just calls it Marlboro Go for the old Atari Lynx. Zexia says it would be an A if it weren't for the community, honestly. If there was some sort of like bot mode where you faced against bot, but like bot was actually decent. It wasn't just like hard for the sake of hard or easy for the sake. Like if it was a good AI, I'd probably enjoy it. But yeah, it's just fucking. It really, like I said, you can have tons of fun playing that, and on the flip side, you can fucking just hate the fact that you just blew 45 minutes playing that fucking game. Kobe says, I don't like any of the ones on here. What, on my list? What do you? Why do you watch? This is my fucking games, man. Marlboro Go is super short, but it's meant to be super short. It's an Atari Lynx game, for fuck's sakes. You know, they don't have length. Um, Sorry I derailed you on Marlboro. No, no, no. I like that. The more of that, the better, as far as I go. I crave discussion on these games. I don't want to just be up here just talking like, fucking I say S rank, and then you guys go, oh, S rank, oh. uh, I don't know like any of the ones on here. I see what you're saying, Kobe. Zek says this one reminded me of one of those games you get in a cereal box. Yeah, except it was supposed to be a fucking. Well, no, this Marlboro put so much money into it. They had a special Marlboro brand Atari Lynx. You know, so you could be a kid because no adults playing Atari Lynx with your fucking dad's cigarette company on the back. Playing Marlboro Go fucking motorbike game because no one who smokes is doing like a running game. You can only ride on a bike. So it's short, but it's basic. It's fun. It's basic. It's short. Um, when all said and done, though, it's too simplistic. If you had different levels or like different backgrounds or shit, or you can unlock, all right, fine. But it is so fucking basic that it really only deserves an E. Even though it's not bad, it's just that's how basic it is. The only thing hurting it is the basic gameplay is fine, audio is fine, everything's fine. It's just so fucking base. That's the type of game you can literally get on a watch in 2005 in an actual cereal box. It's just two fucking buttons is all you need. Up, down. That's all you fucking need. Arethius says, "Is this the precursor to Pokemon Go?" I hope so. They're all smoking and shit. Are you gonna capture me? Take off on their dirt bike. C for cancer. C for not C for cigarette either. C for cancer. Holy fuck. Kobe says, I only know 6 of the games on the list so far, and 2 of them I first found out about from you. By God, Kobe, expanded them horizons. It's all trash and treasures here. Listen, take away this from me. If anything, I can sell to you. Ape Escape is good. Bubsy 3D is bad. That's fucking. Those are the 2 takeaways I can give you. But yeah, Marlboro Go gets an E. It's just, it is what it is. Like, it really is the most base game. Nothing wrong with it. It's just, what the fuck? There's nothing there. Not enough to get an F. You gotta be really flawed to get a fucking F. Bubsy 3D and Clock Tower. Medieval. Medieval. Your S line surprises me not at all. Not at all? Are you sure? Are you sure? We started off the stream by taking Final Fantasy VIII out of the S line. That was a surprise to a lot of people. I only found out about Ape Escape from you, and I have no clue what Bubsy 3D is. Don't even bother with Bubsy 3D. Now, Bubsy 3D is a very famous game for how shit it is. That's really all you should know about Bubsy 3D. And it is a franchise. It's like the 3rd or 4th in a franchise of like 12 fucking games. But Bubsy 3D is shit. I'm guessing you're going to put Medieval on A. No. No. Medieval. Close. Medieval goes B. And I'll tell you why. The music was a fucking home run. The gameplay, for the most part, was pretty good. A little clunky, but date appropriate. Art direction was a fucking S plus. The problem was the actual game logic. The more you go along, the game logic gets weaker and weaker, and this is the problem I find with a lot of UK created games. Not that I'm throwing shade at the UK, but I'm just saying a lot of the games they create start off as a great fucking idea, and it just seems like they run out of steam. You ever see any good Monty Python skit? Watch like the fucking Holy Grail. Monty Python, and just like, wow, what a good movie. Okay, wow. It always fizzles out. And it's the same thing with Medieval. Towards the end, it was just making no fucking sense. Like when you got in Zarok's castle, and there's like, fucking clock pieces that you gotta like hit an enemy to see a time to run back and change the clock, and you're like, no one told me to do this, and it doesn't even make sense to do this. I had to look up a guide to know to do this. So it gets a B. Moon Logic, yeah, it just fucking drops the ball towards, and the ending is so fucking British, where Zarok's like, I'll kill you all, and then a rock falls on him, and they literally do the fart sound of, and you're like, my big gothic horror game ends with that shitty joke. It might as well have been the Monty Python giant fucking naked lady foot. Fucking disappointing. But everything about the game is great. It gets a B. It gets a fucking B. Lad says they had a new Bubsy game that came out not long ago. I can't believe they're still pumping that fucking Bubsy shit out. After that one, it should have just been fucking fuck it. Kobe says, also, I don't have a PlayStation, so it's why I won't know a lot of these games. That's true. I do seem to lean heavily on PlayStation, but that's because that's what I grew up with. Moving forward, though, especially towards the end of the year, I'm starting to get into PC gaming now. So that's fun, and there's a couple of Xbox games I really want to take a shot at. So diversity is coming, but yes, I typically was a Sony kid, so a lot of my older games for sure are going to be Sony. Damn me and my typecasting. Hi, Trash, this is Marco. Hello, Marco. Lad, I really hope they have a minister of silly walks. That's what Zarok was. He was a fucking grand dragon of the fucking silly. I can't think of anything. You know what I'm saying, though. It fizzled at the end, which is so unfortunate because the early levels, especially in the art design, oh, it's amazing. Holy shit, Minecraft. Fun fact, I know because no one would know this. When I was off on my mental health break, we'll call it, I actually started playing Minecraft again. I just like Minecraft because it's like poetry. I found great healing benefits by doing just a lot of yoga after work, smoking like a joint or two, and then just listening to ASMR while I fucking play Minecraft. It was amazing. I think I fucking grew 3 inches. My toenails started growing at like the speed of like a tomato plant. It was amazing health. Um, Minecraft I fucking enjoy. Is it perfect? No. But it's near perfect. I'm going to go so far as to give it a fucking A. A couple things hold it back. One, there is technically an end game, but it's so nebulous, and it just feels a little shallow at points for me. Um, and you can like you every it's got all these great things as far as does anyone know breadth versus depth? Does anyone ever heard that? Minecraft has plenty of breadth. There's so much shit you can do, but it lacks a lot of depth. Like there's no stat building, but you can do enchantments on your weapons with all sorts of abilities. Great. Well, there's three levels of enchantments. That's it. Like? There's tons of we got fishing and there's cool stuff. Oh, cool. And you build your thing and you throw it in the water. Plenty of breadth, but not a lot of depth. That's what holds it back from being an S rank. Aretha says, "I didn't know toenail growth rate was a sign of health." Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying. Like, you ever like look down and notice that like one of your toenails is just not growing, and you're like, "Oh man, what is that? Toenail fungus? Is that because of my steel toe boots? What is that? That's not healthy." And then now picture that like you wake up out of a coma, fucking 8 hours later, you look down and you have a fucking like an eagle beak hanging off your toe, and you're like, God damn! Holy shit! I better cut that before I try putting on a sock. Holy fuck! Minecraft is as interesting, says Zex, as you want to make it. It is, yeah, because it's plenty of breadth, not a lot of depth. It's one of those games where thank God it's online, so you can do that, and it's mind numbing. It's just if they went a little further in any of the directions, really, add a little more story, add a little more customization, anything, it'd be perfect. Marco says S is slow zombie, A is American zombie, B is boob zombie. S S was what, slow zombie? Shit, I don't know. Fucking Helltake. I get what he's saying. Because what the fuck we were doing there? What the fuck were we playing recently? Where Marco was pointing out that it was just all fucking zombie bullshit. Remember that? I fucking can't remember what the fuck we were talking about. Goddamn. But yeah, Minecraft. What's next after Minecraft? Like I said, just it's close. It's almost perfect. Um, what the fuck is that? Oh, Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. This is another one that I feel had all these good ideas, but then just didn't do enough with them. But I haven't beaten the game yet. I still have the DLC as well to go through, so fair is fair. But from what I've played of it, I don't even know if it's good enough for a fucking B. It rides the line on fucking B or C. Like B games have flaws, but are otherwise genuinely pretty fucking good. I would like recommend them. I would recommend B to people. Would I recommend Monster Hunter? I don't think I would. Even because the best, one of the funnest shit I do. Sorry, that wasn't English. One of the most fun things I do on that game is I like to go into the free roam world and just free roam hunt. Even that's limited by your bag size and your ammo and shit, and you can't like craft that shit, or at least I haven't figured out a way to truly craft it, because you eventually collect so much good shit that you're like, oh well, I guess back to fucking base. And even then the areas are kind of small. I think it's a little unfair, but I think it gets a C. It just it just wasn't enough there. I heard this new Monster Hunter World is going a little back to basics, but in a good way. We'll see. What was that meta fucking Monster Hunter Rise or whatever? We'll see. Zek says, predicting a C or D on this one. Ah, I did go C on it. Zexia says, I feel like it's a good game, just not my type of game. I mean, that could be it too. It should be my type of game. I like fucking the hunting, collecting thing. I like fucking anything with a Japanese flavor to it. I seem to like. That seems to be my hit zone because they do weirder stuff, and I like that weirdness. But something about fucking Monster Hunter just felt like, I hated the fact too. I'm in the village and I want to like mess about. I want to like do stuff to upgrade my weapons. And in the end, it's like, go kill Big Dinosaur. If you kill him enough times, you might get a jawbone, and then you can make your super bow. And I'm like, that's not how I want to upgrade my weapon. Can't I do it through experience points or something? So like, it's a. I'm actually asking a game to be more grindier. That's what I'm actually asking for. I need to be more grindy, less random drop. What a world we live in. Now it's a new game of Star Wars. Now it's a new game of Star Wars. Oh, Marco, I have no idea what you're referring to. Has anyone seen the Monster Hunter movie trailer? I feel like I did, but maybe I repressed it intentionally. Less luck, more skill. I just realized now that we're going in alphabetical order. Yes, alphabetical order because it's autism. That's how I decided to upload it. Less luck, more skill. Yeah, it just. Oh, go hit this thing, and eventually you'll get a piece that'll upgrade your weapon. I'd rather. I'd rather learn it in a different way. Like, ready for. I'm gonna go off topic. A game I did not stream, but it was probably my most played game of the year. Was this? I'm gonna pronounce it wrong. You can blame it on a Canadian accent or whatever. Disgaea, #1, the first one. That game is perfect as far as it's as difficult as you want it to be. Like, you can just, oh, I want my healer to have a gun. And she has a gun and she's shooting and it's alright damage. Or you can get in there and really look into it. And you realize that, oh, healers will get 70% of a gun's stats put towards their damage. And then a gun's stats are hit as opposed to attack. And then on top of that, like, you can go and upgrade the weapon itself and level it up and level it through powers. Or the more she uses the gun, the more her damage gets up because she's more used to it. Like, there's so much fucking. And in Monster Hunter World, it's just like, aha, big bow does damage. Get dinosaur bone. What a long rant we went on. This guy, you pronounced it correctly. See, Disgaea. 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 I have the worst luck, so I feel the same way. Yeah, Monster Hunter World, I like the idea of it. I feel the execution was sloppy. What's next? Pokemon Emerald. Pokemon Emerald. Nah, I didn't play much. I didn't play much of it. But thank God every Pokemon game is the fucking exact same. I don't care. Oh, we added fucking 80 new fucking Pokemans. And, well, there's weather this time, huh? And? There's still going to be 8 fucking badges and a shitty team trying to stop me. Uh, it is what it was. I actually didn't mind. So I've played Pokemon Yellow a lot. I played a little bit of Pokemon Gold. And I played a lot of Pokemon Sword recently. Pokemon Emerald was a new gen, and it was great to see how much polish the game had gotten from the first 2 gens to that one. So fair is fair. Zexia says S because we beat Howler. Well, yeah, for that memory, yeah. Fucking, it was his game. He's Mr. Pokemon, and I fucking slam dunked him. You know how bad I want to go and link that video on his YouTube, on all of his videos, and just post like, pretty good tournament footage you got there. But remember when I beat you? Kobe says, like, I've gone through 15k eggs with Masuda method and still hadn't got one. Jesus. Jesus Christo. But yeah, Pokemon, pretty good game. That specific gen story-wise does nothing for me. I remember the music actually being really shitty. I was appalled at how bad the music was. Um, but in the end, it was what it was. It was decent fun. I actually liked the Battle Factory a lot. That was pretty fucking good. I'm gonna give it a fucking C. It just is what it is. I don't know enough about it to really give it any better or worse. It was pleasantly fine. I had nothing really wrong with it. Nothing really great with it. Not a very good game to rank. Every Pokemon game has its flaws. Oh fuck yeah. Speaking of, it's Pokemon Sword. Pokemon Sword. You gotta like the fact that they have that they got all sorts of these Pokemon now. They got weather effects. I think Dynamax is fucking lame. Dynamax kind of sucks. Um, the music fucking sucks. The story fucking sucks. Uh, shit. It's fucking a lot of it fucking sucks. Unfortunately, and so, but it's one of those games where I have people to play it with, so it gets a better rank than it should. All things considered, I can really only give it a C. I can really only give it a C. It's what it deserves. It sucks in everything except for the fact that it's online and it has like that open field thing. Even that, man. I'm telling you, I fucking ah. Watch it be a C or D. Brutal. S plus, says Kobe. Everyone's freaking out. Zek says it's going to be an A or a B. I'm telling you, man, I like Pokemon. I like playing with you guys and all that. But if you ignore that fact and you think about me just playing it solo, the solo story mode, that fucking story sucks. That story sucks. The game is super fucking short. Not all the Pokemon are there. Most of them are hidden behind DLC anyway. Music sucks. Everything fucking sucks about it, really. At least Pokemon Emerald's redeeming where it's just a pure Pokemon game. They fucking changed so much about this. It's not even that. So I'm actually going to go D. It actually, Pokemon Emerald, in this instance, outranked Sword. Sword just had too many flaws. I would say hopefully next generation to get it right. But I saw an interview. I follow a guy called Dr. Lava on Twitter, and he just talks about unknown Pokemon facts. And he showed a highlight from an interview with I don't remember the guy's name. I want to say it's like Matsuda or something like that, but maybe it's just because I saw that in chat. And he was talking. He's one of the head writers, and he says, "I don't give a fuck about old fans. All I care about when I make a new game, it's all about those new kids. I don't give a shit about the old fans. They're hooked or they're not hooked. It's none of my business." Well, fuck it. They're never gonna make it better, probably. Anyway, off topic. But yeah, D. Just fucking so too many problems. Even just basic menus were fucked up. Like it is brutal. Who plays Pokemon for the story? Even just story. Well, first of all, I think a lot of people do. But like even just simple story beats. Like remember the Pokemon TV show? Pokemon TV show had some fucking good stories. Remember the Pokemon manga? Like even just like Dengeki Pikachu, Let's Go Pikachu. Fucking some great story in that. Their very first Pokemon manga before the TV show, which was I forget what it was called, but it was like Pokemon Battle something, and it followed Red and his talking Clefairy. It fucking some funny story, and you want that game with Hop. Oh, I'm gonna be the best. Ah, I'm not so good. I lost my confidence. Oh, you're a bully. And they couldn't even stick. You think like, okay, they're gonna do like an energy thing with Rose, and they couldn't even like dedicate to it. It was just fucking sucked. It blew it. I don't know why people made such a big deal about no national dex when there wasn't one in Pokemon Sun Moon. Yeah, I don't know. I don't give a shit about the national dex would have been a nice touch, but in the end, I give it or take it. Just the fact that all the Pokemon weren't in it just felt cheap to me. But then again, I'd been coming to the generation after who knows how long, right? The only reason I like Pokemon is because of you guys. That's exactly it. Well, not really. I still like the Pokemon stories, and I still like old Pokemon. But as far as new Pokemon goes, only reason I like is because we all play together. Absolutely. Arethia says it wasn't the lack of a national dex, it's the fact that yeah. See, that's my problem. Was that the fact that Pokemon are missing? It's like, what the fuck? Why am I paying top dollar for this? Lad says, "Oh yeah, great stories like how Ash is supposed to be the one, but keeps losing it." I like that too. They they talk. I've been watching Arethius streaming a randomized Heart Gold, and they talk about at one point they go to Oak and like, "Hey, Oak, aka they call me Mr. Pokemon." First of all, no one's ever called you Mr. Pokemon in your fucking life. Second of all, they're like, "He's got a really good eye for talent." No, he's not. He fucking recruited Ash. Ash didn't win shit for 25 fucking years. Fuck that. Yeah. Anyway, that's Pokemon, man. Like I said, I have tons of fun with it because I'm playing with you guys. Just like with Fall Guys and Lad. I had tons of fun with Fall Guys. I was playing with Lad. In the end, it's fucking a lot of shit wrong with it. What is next? Ah, here's one probably most people do not remember. Pokemon Christmas Edition. Uh, Fair is fair. Pokemon Christmas Edition being what it was. My favorite in that was when we were in the tall grass and I'm like desperately looking for other Pokemon. I'm still using like a fucking Cyndaquil, right? And we're desperately looking for new Pokemon. And fucking all of a sudden here comes Ralts, however you want to pronounce it. And Arethius is also in the chat. Why the fuck is that in this game? That's a fucking funny moment. Oh, the Adventures of Rock Slut. I can't believe you remember the name. Remember the Pokemon disposal service? Hey, your Pokemon's fainted. Want me to fucking bury it for you? Yeah, it's fucking garbage. Drown it for all I care. Did they fix the level curve in Pokemon Christmas? I didn't notice anything wrong with it. I mean, I only made it to the second gym though before just like it got a little much because they added so much fucking content into it, right? Like there was like 4 rivals now, extra Pokemon. It was a weight to carry because the level curve in Gold was so bad. No, I don't think I'd notice it too bad. This I think they did a pretty good job patching. It was a pretty competent ROM hack. The translations were fine. Everything was running smooth. The art was great. It was good. With that all said, it is still only a C. It was kooky and it was fun and wacky, but it wasn't great. Yeah, you wouldn't have experienced it after 2 gyms, I think. Oh, well, then there we go. Then we might not know. We may never know. I probably will never go back to Pokemon Christmas, at least on stream. Ah, R4 Ridge Racer Type 4. Um, Fuck, soundtrack near perfect. The gameplay very simple, but not inherently wrong. Pretty good though. ROM hack beats Sword and Shield. What are you gonna do? He's going to give this an S or an A. Honestly, this is top tier. We're running out of room on C. What can you do? I'll start fucking stacking it like I did last year. A perfect soundtrack. The gameplay is a little clunky at times. It can really fucking eat you up. But by God, has it got hours? Like there's fucking 300 cars to unlock. R4 was extremely enjoyable. Yeah, it's pretty hard to knock on. I feel it's a safe A. Is it good enough for an S though? I don't think so. I don't think it quite makes an S. In the end, the controls are just a little bit too fucking clunky. It's a little too, the moment you crash, that's your time loss rather than actual driving skill. I like driving games a lot, so I'm being maybe a little extra critical on this fucking game. Uh, is it hard too? Says Arethius. What are you referring to, Arethius? Flair says something is wrong here. What's wrong, Flair? Zexus, we're getting closer to Shadow. Oh, yes, that's true. Only stepping by since my opponent is not ready to battle, of course. Ah, shame. Arethius says, you said it's hard to knock on this game. Oh, oh, fucking pissy Arethius. What game can you not knock on? No, it really is a fucking well crafted fucking game. The driving's a little, like I said, I'm being a little extra picky, but eh. And the story mode's a little eh. And then so then what do you get left with? Well, a little lack of. It's just needs a little bit more to be perfect, but it's already a really fucking good game. What is next? Rage Ball. Rage Ball wasn't bad. Rage Ball was fine. A little fucking. Rage Ball. This is a pretty simple one. Rage Ball was just the football version of Super Baseball 2020, and really, that's the ranking it deserves. It suffers from all the same things too. Music was fucking eh. I'm sure it existed. Art style was okay. It's kind of neat, aliens and whatnot, monsters playing football, rugby versus robots and superheroes playing baseball. Like it's almost the exact same caliber of game. And it was a lie. I don't know. There was a lot of rage in that ball. That ball had a lot of rage. It was kind of fun to see the fucking WCW announcer, whatever the fuck his name was, fucking come out and do his thing. Are you ready to rage ball? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Pixel Man. Get the fuck out of here. So basically, Mutant League football. It really was. Yeah, it really is that. Where's Rumble Roses going? Even though you didn't play it for the first time this year. No, I played it a bunch this year. I actually this year I unlocked. I earned a gold, a world record in every single category except for one. At once consecutively, and then the new mod deleted me off the face of the map. Rumble Roses is right there. It's at the start of C. Can you see my mouse? I don't think you can see my mouse. It's the first game in the C category. Is Rumble Roses. He'd totally give that an A. As I said, Rumble Roses is the first game in the C category. I just want to point that out. Oh, you actually ranked it? Yeah, because I had played it in 2019. It was already there, and I didn't need to change it all. Oh wow, you gave it a C? Mind blown. Yeah, it is what it is. It's just a fun little fucking arcade game, but in the end, it's fucking flawed like shit. There's 18 different wrestlers, and they have like 25 moves to divide amongst them. Also, are you ranking Sonic 06? Yeah, it's somewhere in there. Somewhere in that category there. In fact, what is next? Ah, Ray Tracers. Ray Tracers. Ray Tracers was a weird game because it was clearly meant to be like an arcade cabinet, I think. And the gameplay was so simple. And then the little bit of story they give at the end goes right the fuck off the rails. It's another one, though, that I found out later is part of a series and might make more sense in context, but I'm just getting a snippet, right? With that said, I would give Ray Tracers a fucking B. I would give Ray Tracers a B. I had a lot of fun with Ray Tracers. It was fun. You're driving in tuner cars, taking on tanks and like helicopters and shit, but you have no guns. You're just ramming them. That's fun. And you're doing it at ridiculous high speeds. You're jumping over shit, going through barriers and stuff. It's just a fun fucking game. The controls were really fucking tight. For the most part, I feel like some of the boss fights demanded a little much out of you, but it was really fucking good. And like I said, the story was fucking just nuts. Where all of a sudden, like my guy's fucking tuner car turns into like a Gundam, and you're like, what the fuck happened here? So Ray Tracers gets a B. I have no problem giving it a B too. It was fucking tons of fun. That was another game too that I fucking hey look B as well. Another game that I got Ori to play. I got Arethius to play fucking Bloody Roar, and I got him to play Ray Tracers. And I do believe he said Ray Tracers could be the finest non-RPG game I've ever laid my eyes on. I believe is a direct quote. He said, by gum, this is one of the best non-RPGs I've experienced in my life, and maybe ever will, is his exact quote from memory. Next, Resident Evil Director's Cut, which we only managed to beat thanks to our pal Drakena holding our hand through that shit, because there would have been no fucking chance otherwise. You know what Resident Evil Director's Cut really could have used? It really could have used some sort of European broad in a leather skin suit doing bad CGI gymnastics. That really would have put it over the edge, I think. You know, she kicks a piece of glass and it cuts a dog in half or something. That would have been the shit. With that said, I like the idea of it. It's funny though how I know more about the Resident Evil story than the game actually tells you. You know, as far as like that what was the chick in the cave, Elizabeth or whatever the fuck her name is, and all that. In the end, I say Resident Evil. Resident Evil. Resident Evil gets a D. I was gonna give it a C, but that's just not fair. Because in the end, I didn't. The only reason I liked it was I think because we did beat it. You know, we played it with someone else. I think if I had played that shit solo, no fucking way. No fucking way. Higher than I thought. That game is shit. It really is not great. It's really not great. But it's not. All the problems with it feel like age problems. Logic problems. The music is kind of like, not bad. Some of the music's actually really good. The gameplay is clunky, but all games at the time were clunky. So what can you bash on? The logic? The logic's not terrible. It's a little too much back, forth, back, forth, back, forth for me. Real life, it'd be a lot more streamlined than that. But, you know, that's what that genre is. So it gets a D. What's next? I think we can see one pattern on the board at the moment. Trash is a huge PlayStation fanboy. I said that this year. What happened was at the start of the year, because I moved, I didn't have any of my regular games. So I had my little Raspberry Pi, which has all PlayStation games on it. And so that's what we streamed for the most part was all PlayStation games. But you gotta admit, towards the end of the year, we started seeing a lot of Switch games come forward, a lot of computer games come forward. I finally got settled in where I was able to do other shit. But yeah, for the first half of the year, all I had was the little PlayStation emulator Raspberry Pi, and that's all I could use, you know? Dude, that's what I own Ape Escape, and yet still, my Ape Escape playthrough is on the fucking emulator because that's all I had. Lad, you finally figured that out just now? That's right. Even Kobe was fucking pointing that out earlier, making fun of me. So much Sony. What can you do? What can you do? It was what it was this year. We'll see. I'll always have a lot of Sony. Because you know why? This is the thing. Xbox didn't do it. Nintendo very rarely did it. Sony just wanted, especially with the PS1, PS2 especially, less so with the 3, and definitely not with the 4. Just wanted games. You got a game, put it on the fucking PlayStation. And so you get all sorts of amazingly weird, fucked up games that you don't get on other consoles. You know? And so me playing Trash and Treasure, it's kind of the go-to console, you know? Uh, uh, Rival Schools, United by Fate, specifically. Rival Schools was great. I liked a lot of the setting. The story was like shit, but most fighting game stories are shit. But thematically, it was great. The fucking fighting was, for the most part, clean. Couple of the characters were a little like, ooh, wow, that's really slow. But overall, I think it's if I fucking played it more, I'm sure I would give it a B. I'm sure I would find out about enough about it to. But based on what I've played so far, I just barely gets a C. It's just a little. It needs a little more to really help it along. My goodness, let's keep going with it. Next is Samurai Cooking. Does anyone remember Samurai Cooking? Does anyone remember me streaming Samurai Cooking? No? Samurai Cooking is a perfect idea executed terribly. um, oh, there you go. Arethius remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Never heard of it, let alone watched it. Fair enough, Kobe. Perfect game, executed terribly as far as like throw ingredients in the air and cut them with a samurai sword, and then they'll stack automatically, and hopefully you get a good burger out of it. The John Belushi game, that's right, the John Belushi game. Where he throws up and fucking dies in his own puke. The samurai chef, I mean. Um, that's a good one. As far as where do I put it though, like I said, the music was Um, there was really not. It was almost like a tech demo. It was so short. Uh, but the idea was perfect, and even the way they executed it was pretty fucking good. Overall, it's just the lack of game. It gets a D, but really, gameplay wise and whatnot, it was a really fucking good game. Oh, is that hiding the chat box now? Uh oh. Or is it? Oh shit! I'm fucking all my shit. All my layers are coming undone, whether you can see it or not. Anyway, no, near perfect game. It's just a little empty. You know, it needs a little more. Hiding the chat box exactly. Now I need to find where the fuck I left off there. Uh oh, where did I here? No, 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 no. Yes, there we go. Yeah, it just what are you gonna do? Fuck. I hope they take the lessons they learned from the first game and they make a better second one. But they probably won't. Most indie games, they don't have the budget to do that. Shadow the Hedgehog. Let me just take a couple seconds to let the chat flow in. So I'm sure everyone wants to say some shit. Oh boy, says Lad. It's the first one to say something. Zexia says you don't have a category for this one. Yeah, I know. I need an S plus, don't I? That's fucking. This game's fucking perfect. Uh, where's the dumpster? That's right. Where the fuck did we put League? Where the fuck is that? Um, there needs to be its own category under F. Boy, a lot of people are really. I know you'll give it like a C. Why do you think I'll give it a C? I haven't. Look, I'm not even going to think about it till I hear your reasoning. I'm not even going to start to give it a letter grade. I'm just going to ignore it completely. Because you liked it until the final boss. I genuinely didn't mind it. I can't say liked it. Parts I liked, parts I didn't like. I genuinely was like, until the boss, the very final boss, where every problem with the earlier game is compounded at once into like an unplayable fucking mess. I can see it, and E or F, says Lad. Well, you know what I'd give it. Yes, you give it two fucking middle fingers is what you'd give it. So let's start. Let us start. So immediately off the hop, you look at C, because in the end I didn't mind it. Now it had problems. It had some problems early on, where like the character tracking in midair would just randomly like shoot you off the edge of the map because it was detecting the side of the map as a surface, so it would fucking throw you off. That's no good. And the boss fight was fucking horrendous. The boss fight was fucking horrendous. A lot of the dialogue didn't pander to me, but if I was younger, it probably would have. You know, you can't fault that. I didn't get to see enough of the story because you got to do 3 different run-throughs to get the full story, right? We didn't get to see much of it. But the soundtrack was fucking popping. The soundtrack was banging. What do we got here? In my opinion, says Zex, there was not a single redeeming quality about the game. Music, controls, game plot, voice acting, and gameplay were all fucking terrible. No, I disagree. I disagree on that. The voice acting was not atrociously bad. Now, this might be just the simple fact that because of the games I play, I've seen bad voice acting. That could be it. But the voice acting wasn't terrible. The plot, we just didn't get it. We have to play all 3 modes to see it all, so I don't know. What I saw, typical fucking Amnesia story. Boring, but not broken, just boring. Music, that fucking opening song is a home run. The music after that is just kind of bleh, stock music. But that opening fucking what have I become? Fuck, it's a home run, man. And the gameplay fucking was brutal for the most part. It just was not polished at all. I'm going to give it a fucking E. It gets an E, and that just shows you how fucking bad Bubsy 3D and Clock Tower are. Bubsy 3D, I'll never play again, and I won't even recommend others to play it as a joke. Oh, it's Bubsy, it's so terrible, you gotta play it. No, you don't have to play it. No way. No. And Clock Tower 3D, I don't see how anyone could play that. That game was so fucking boring and so missed the mark. I'm sure maybe late game, it looked like there was some amazing shit late game. The intro video had like tar baby monsters screaming fire, and you're like, wow! But there was none of that in the fucking early game. If Cringetopia was a game, it would be Shadow the Hedgehog. You need to go to Cringetopia more, man. There's a lot more horrific things than Shadow the Hedgehog. Long gone are the days of Cringetopia being just like emos and fucking edgy teenagers. Now it's a lot more political and sexual. It's an amazing place. Speaking of Sonic, here's Sonic 06, another game that's notable for being bad, and it's a Sonic game. Oh, here we go, lads. This fucking Zex. That's right. This is a lad paid for. You know, he not only did he pay points, channel points to request the game, he physically supplied the fucking game too. He went the distance for that shit. Story wise, fucking, It was so fucking. It was weird. Sonic 2006 had a story straight out of fucking 1986. Holy shit, your princess is captured. Go save her, Sonic. It's like, wow, that's it? That's all they're doing? That's horrifying. Gameplay wise, it had the same thing as Shadow, where like you could see what they were going for, and if they had have achieved that, that would have been awesome. But they didn't achieve it, man. It's clunky. You're fucking hitting into shit. Like, remember you're supposed to slide under that wall crack, and it just wouldn't let me. It just would not register a crack being there. Or like the coin ropes where you're supposed to like hit it and then float across the gap, and it would just drop me in or like make me halfway and then it would just drop me. It's broken. But it is better than fucking Shadow. In fact, I actually didn't mind it so much once I got into it, and the flaws weren't as bad as Shadow for sure. I dare say it gets a D rank. I actually didn't mind it. It's one of those games though where once I beat it once, that's it. You can fucking drop it in a big thing of fucking acrylic, so I never have to open it again, and I can just stare at it. Go, I beat that. I give it the D. Sexy says give it a D. Yeah, yeah. I didn't mind Sonic 06 actually. It was pretty fucking decent for what it was. It was definitely better than what people made it out like it was going to be. That's the best way to look at it. Jesus, we're getting to the end of the list here. We're getting to the end of the halfway mark here. The next round's always quick. I wouldn't worry about it. Space Jam, the video game. Arethius also just played this game recently on a stream. He hated it. I didn't mind it. I thought it was pretty good. Um, I didn't see you play this. Yeah, no one did actually. This was fucked. I think this was on not Thanksgiving. I think this was on 4th of July. For you guys, it means nothing to me, but for you guys it was a holiday, and I think I started playing Nightmare Princess, and then I had a little time left over, and so I switched to like Space Jam or something. It was on one of the holidays, and no one was around except for I think like Psychic Noodle and maybe Arethius for like a minute, and that was it. And no one saw me play this shit. Lad wasn't there, I know, because he would have loved to see that shit. It was boring, very little replay value. NBA Jam with less variety. Yeah, they threw in oh, this is S tier, says Lad. They threw in a bunch of like little mini games, but it didn't it meant nothing. My nose is getting stuffed from all the talking. Uh the music, none of it was the licensed music from the game that I can remember. And the fucking movie had great music, you know? Um, I think they used like one version of the Space Jam theme song, but I don't even actually. You know what? I don't even think that's true. Now that I think about it, I don't remember hearing an 8-bit fucking, Tootsie Pop. Does anyone know Tootsie Roll? That's a deep cut. That's a musical deep cut I just did there. The announcer was the only redeeming quality. I don't even remember an announcer in the fucking game. Come on and slam, and welcome to Japan. That's right. Bug Slam dunks it. Rascally Rabbit. Oh, Bug Slam dunk. I'm just fucking with you. No, it's actually a pretty fucking decent little game, but there's so much nothingness to it that it gets an E ranking. Kind of like Marlboro Go. It could be a good game, and it was a cash grab in the end. They didn't put any thought into it, any thought or soul or nothing. We are fucking running out of space here. I might have to move the chat box up. We'll keep going for now. 100% agree with that, says Arethius. And now this year, the sequel, that's going to be shit. I know. People at work, I told them about that LeBron is making, and they couldn't believe it. I was like, yeah, they've been working on it for years, too. Whew, that's going to be bad. Next. Stalker. Does anyone remember Stalker? It was actually the first game I came back to stream with. Give me 2 seconds here. I just want to blow my nose. It's fucking starting to kill me here. Ah. Fuck. Stalker. I had a, oh my god, my hearing's like gone. It feels like I'm underwater. Ha ha ha. Well, hopefully I get some hearing back. Oh my god, if my voice is weird, I think it's because I'm trying to accommodate for my lack of hearing. No, Stalker was great. Stalker is one of those games that's known for being bad, but it's one of the games society has deemed a treasure. Even though it's bad, there's enough going on that it is one of the few games that comes to mind when I thought about how I want to do my gimmick, how I want to, and I've never played it before when I came up with my gimmick. And so it was great to get out of the way. I actually didn't mind it. Little tough, not quite my game that I thought it was going to be. Um, all in all, I give it a fucking C rank. It gets a fucking C rank. I like a lot of the ideas. I like a lot of the settings, the music. I like a lot of the voice acting. In the end, the game itself is not good enough. It's not good enough. I don't know how to I don't know how to describe beyond that. I'm trying to communicate to your guys' inner souls on that one. Are you going to be ranking Super Mario 64 eventually? No, Super Mario 64 was last year. Sorry, I got it confused with Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario 64 was last year, and I forget what ranking it got. I'm pretty sure it got E ranking. Fuck, did it get an F ranking? I might have even just given it an F ranking. I'm pretty sure I gave it an E. He shit on it. Oh, yeah. I fucking dunked all over that hunk of garbage. Fucking awful piece of shit bullshit game. It's so fucking bad. Anyway, what is next? Oh, speaking of fucking old shit, bullshit, fucking awful, Super Dodgeball. But I wanted to know where he'd put it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I gave it an E. If not an E, then an F, but I'm pretty sure E. I'm fair. When it comes down to it, I will be fair. It's not a failed game. F for failed. It's just not a good game. Don't you love the random invisible? No, I don't like anything about fucking. The music sucked, the controls sucked, the camera sucked. It fucking sucked. 64 fucking Mario 64 sucked. Falling through random holes in the floor just because like, oh, the pixels weren't lined. Shut the fuck up. Mario's bigger than a pixel, so how the fuck did he fall through a pixel-sized hole? Shut up. There were good couples. I didn't hear him. I didn't hear any good songs in 64. I'll take your word for it because I didn't fucking hear him. Zexia says Trash is going to give this a D or an E, even though he's wrong. Let us see. Dodgeball. Musically. Fucking what music? I'd rather hear someone fucking yell into a CB radio as another jackass kicks it with a fucking soccer cleat. Fuck the music in Super Dodgeball. Gameplay, I don't mind it. It's very arcadey, but I don't mind it. It's just pick up and go. I like pick up and go. Look, we have Daytona USA, Ray Tracers, fucking Space Jam, Beyblade. We got a lot of pick up and go on this list. You hear this blasphemy? This says that's fucking garbage. And I like the fact there was a lot going on. In the end, I give Super Dodgeball a fucking it's hard. It's so hard. It's so hard what I want to do here. Arethius says, everyone's entitled to their wrong opinion. Well, yeah, you would say that, Arethius. You're the king of shitty opinions when it comes to games. I just don't like Spyro. It's just too fun. The music's just too good in Ape Escape. I just don't like fucking... Okay, kid. Fucking, you do you. Fuck. Fucking the guy with the most worldly agreed upon shitty opinions is like, well, everyone's allowed to have a bad opinion. Yeah, you would fucking try and say that, wouldn't you? Why don't you sell it that way? When did I say I didn't like Spyro? Everyone fucking heard it. Everyone heard it, and we'll always hear it for the rest of our fucking life. Zex, back me up on this. How many times did me and Zex have to go to bat for Spyro? And you're just like, pound for pound, Street Fighter, better game than Spyro. Shut the fuck up. In what measurement? Everyone's like, fuck dodgeball for a sec. We gotta talk about this here. You definitely didn't enjoy Spyro, says Sex. Aretha says, I hated the end boss of that game. The rest of it was fine. Yeah, I don't get that though. Like Nasty Nork, he's a weird boss because the other bosses are a lot like, like Dr. Shemp. Fucking get in there, dodge his attack. You see the opening, hit him with the fire, and then it keeps developing. Nasty Nork is just simply like, just fucking run and fire at the same time. You got to use both your skills. The skills you've been using all game, you got to put it all together. You got to hover over the lava pits. It's all three of Spyro's abilities at once. And so I don't see why that's all of a sudden like what the fuck, where'd this come from? But I'm not knocking it. Like you said, we're all allowed to have our shitty opinions. We're looking at my list of shitty opinions. Lad says, oh shit, everything's getting intense. Oh shit, and then Kobe, you're still defending 64 Mario. This is how I wanted the goddamn TNT Awards to be. Just a fucking, like a Nigerian fucking House of Congress. Just everyone fucking karate chopping each other in the neck. Kobe says, but yeah, the camera was bad, but it was the first 3D game to not have the camera locked, that you could actually move. Was still a bad camera, but I think probably better than all the stuff at the time. But yeah, SM60. Listen, this is the first cheese pizza made with breast milk, so yeah, it's going to be bad. Well, then how about this? If it's going to be bad, don't make it. Don't make it with breast milk. If the fucking 3D camera is going to be bad, don't make a 3D camera. Wait until it's good. Is that too much to ask? Zex, I've tried to change their minds, Kobe. It won't happen. Trash brought up a good point, though, about nostalgia playing a huge part of why we love the game so much. Yes. Especially with Mario 64. A lot of the people who fucking go to bat for it have all these like childhood memories about it. We see with this list, I didn't have Nintendo as a fucking kid outside of a Game Boy. I don't have fucking Mario memories. I don't have the nostalgia. I don't give a fuck. And so I can go, I mean, let's face it. It's like you guys grabbing fucking Digimon and taking it for a spin and going like, holy shit, this game's broken. My memory card's even glitching. Where I'm looking at that going, oh, isn't that adorable? It's changing the names on my memory card. You guys are like, this game's fucking shit. And that's because I have the nostalgia and you guys don't. Nostalgia gets a lot of points towards stuff being liked. One thing I don't have nostalgia for is Super Dodgeball. I don't have nostalgia for Super Dodgeball. In the end, I give it a D rank. It's fine. It's not for me. It is what it is. It's unabashedly, unabashedly. I don't know how to say that no more. Unabashedly is what it is. Next game. I think everyone's preparing their big paragraphs. Arethius is going to come at me with fucking how shit opinions move the world, and Zex is going to come at me with fucking who knows what. Fucking Kobe's going to come at me with some 64 shit, and Lad's going to stir the fucking pot. It's going to be great. Another game that I don't know if anyone actually remembers. I got nothing. Fair enough. Super Mario 2 Christmas Edition. We did a lot of Christmas editions this year, huh? Super Mario 2 Christmas Edition. Which was is interesting because I didn't know Super Mario 2 wasn't Super Mario 2. I didn't know the whole Doki Doki Panic. So that was kind of interesting. And then, the veneer of Christmas on everything was kind of fun too. It was kind of cheeky. Holy shit. Kobe's got a big one. Let's put Super Mario 2 Christmas Edition on hold to get the Super Mario 64 Broken Game Edition. Kobe says, I don't have nostalgia, which is why I don't like 64 nowhere near as much as the other games. but I feel like I knew a bit more about the game going in it. Was easier for me to control, making my first experience not horrible, but I'd probably put a 64 at a C personally. Yeah, musically it sucked. I hated going back to the same tiny levels to do slightly different tasks so I can unlock more tiny levels later on. Although I do see the levels do get bigger eventually, but it's just like it was just such a fucking. It was not my thing. I'm not a platformer guy to begin with. I have no nostalgia. The music sucked. It had nothing that I like going for it. Simple as that. Super Mario's 2 Christmas Edition fucking sucked. It fucking sucked ass. I was horrified at how bad it was. It really is E rankable, but then I'm almost like borderline. Is it F rankable? And in the end, I don't know. It's not broken. It's exactly how they planned it. It's just what they planned was shit. You know? So I'm gonna give it an E, but it really was just not fucking enjoyable in the least. Have you played any of the other 3D Marios? No. Once you get bit by a rattlesnake, you don't turn around and then go play with a fucking python or a cobra. Here comes the police to arrest you for your bad opinion. Okay, there we go. They're done. Oh, I see. Dracula's a great game. Dracula's a very interesting game, but to play it, it's not very. It's a hard play. Flaring's back. He says, so my earlier disappointment is that there's no Pokemon game above C rank. Ah, yes. But Pokemon Christmas was a good game. No, Emerald, I said I didn't play enough to feel comfortable ranking it any higher or lower. What I played, I liked. It did have its flaw. The music was fucking awful of what I heard in Emerald. So it gets a C, kind of just because I don't know what to do with it. Pokemon Christmas, I liked what they changed. They did change stuff for the better, but there was also just still a lot of flaws. It gets a C. Pokemon fucking Sword has a lot of problems I can't get over. But don't get me wrong, it's a D rank game, but I have a shitload of fun with it because I play with all the Ion people. So that's the weird balance of this whole thing. I have a lot of fun with it, but in the end, the game itself fucking D rank. It's just fucked. Just a fuck game. Next game. Holy shit, there we go. It's Super Mario Bros. 3 now. It lost 4 ranks because of Dracovish. I have no problem with Dracovish. It lost 4 ranks because people keep playing the same 6 fucking techniques against me. Where, I'm set up now. Now I'm going to steamroll you. Boy, that sounds like a fucking fun game. Huh? Don't you love a fucking game of chess where some guy, it's not even, and I know what you guys want to say, ooh, it's the equivalent of getting a pawn to the end. And no, it'd be like the equivalent of getting a crown opening, so your 2 pawns forward, and then your 2 side pawns 1 up, and then immediately being able to take a shotgun out and blast the other guy's pieces off the board. It's fucking stupid, and they're not going to fix it. Balancing is not in fucking Pokemon's thing. Everyone's saying E for Super Mario Bros. 3. Super Mario Bros. 3 was fucking heinous. But Arethius made one good argument that I totally agree with. Even before he made it, I kind of knew it in my soul, and I was glad to see someone else make it. And it was the fact that I've never played Mario before, and the technique I did at the Decathlon Ion, I skipped a whole bunch of shit in the middle, so the difficulty ramp I hit was from beginner level to end level. I skipped the build up, right? So of course, skip, oh my god, I hit a fucking brick wall. Right? So you can't blame that. So you ignore that. Ignore that fact. Musically, I don't mind the music in 3, it's fine. It's time appropriate. Art style, I mean, Mario 3's art's kind of fucking lame to begin with, but it's fine. Gameplay wise, it is what it is. It's clean. Once again, it does exactly what they want it to do, whether you like that or not. So all that said, it actually does not get an E. It does get a D. It gets a D just because it is what it is. Like they did what they wanted. It's not a bad game. It's just not my kind of game. It's a simple enough game, pick up and play. Blah blah blah. It gets a D. Holy shit! Gonna move some of this out of the way here. So we can actually see what we're doing. There we go. SMB3 and Battletoads are on the same level. I'll take it. Oh, yeah. That's true. Where is Battletoads? Yeah. It's the same level. There you go. Exactly. You can't be too hurt by that. That's clearly bias. He just doesn't like platformers from a certain year. Maybe. What is next? Swagman. Holy shit. Swagman fucking sucked my balls. So for the third time ever, we get an F rank. It was a failed game. F for fucking failed. I like the idea. It's a very dated idea, the boogeyman type thing, but it's a little more than that. Cool. And the initial art, like, look at that cover. That's fucking cool. Oh, that gets you into it. And then you get in game, and it's like, wow, what the fuck am I looking at? It's awful looking. And the gameplay makes no fucking sense, and you die so fucking quick, and it's shit. It's a fucking failed game. Cool idea. They just didn't know how to put it together. Typical of Ubisoft, might I say. That was a Ubisoft game. Typical. So yeah, third F. Kobe says, nah, Battletoads should be higher. Why? Why? Battletoads fucking, the music, the first song starts off, and you're like, dun 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 dun. You're like, oh wow, okay, I'm into this. And then, I don't remember any good music after that. Fucking one song. The art style I actually liked. I actually liked the art style. Ah, you were thinking I was going to say something nasty. I like the art style. I thought Battletoads was kind of fun. Gameplay wise, platformer. I'm not super into platformers. But I appreciate it for what it was. They wanted to make the world's toughest game, and they made a game that's noteworthily tough. Holy shit, the Jägermeister's hitting hard all of a sudden, huh? I'm having trouble with fucking English. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus 2 is 4. That's simple maths. Da da da. I was kidding. Haha. Sucks for you. You still got an explanation anyway. What is next? Swagman down. We're getting to the end here. Oh, Sydney 2000. I like Sydney 2000 a lot. I remember streaming it. I was shocked actually, and this goes. I appreciate you guys and what you do for me in my streams, where a lot of you sat through and watched me play Sydney 2000. I had so much fun just playing it, and it was so cool to have you guys along. I remember a lot of comments were like, "What the fuck is this? Why are we?" But you guys still watched, and so for that I thank you. Sydney 2000, what a fucking great game. That game, you know what? There's a couple of fucking bum events. Like the kayaking is like impossible. The kayaking is impossible. The weightlifting is so fucking hard. Like there's some really fucking shit events. The biking is, you're giving yourself carpal tunnel trying to do it. But I'm giving it an S. Fucking City 2000's the shit, man. It's so fucking good, dude. Because not only is like just the basic arcade, like just go in and play great with all the different countries you could choose from, and everyone can go against each other. It's great. The career mode where you can go in and do all the training and shit and the qualifying and set world records, it's great. It's an old game, so nowadays they can make a way better game, but at the time they made a pretty near perfect sports game, and so it gets an S rank. The Aus Olympics represent. Let's go. That's right. Yeah. Kobe, I do forget occasionally that you are Australian. You are a bushwhacker, and yeah, Sydney 2000. That is fucking funny. Although, if my math is right, you weren't even born then. I think your dad was like 7. You're a young kid. Oh yeah, yeah, sex. I need to hear Kobe as an announcer in that game. That would be fucking sweet. And stepping up to the plate. I can't do it because you got like this weird deepness to it, but it's a clear deepness. Like when I do deepness, it sounds airy, but it was so clear. Anyway, enough fawning over some dude's voice. You got a good voice, Kobe. I think we've said that enough times. I need a sip. I keep picking up my fucking drink to drink. Oh, but yeah, that fucking game rocks. What's next? Ah, Tail Concerto. Remember at the start of the year, everything, everything, and it was right around the same time Ion formed, was about Tail Concerto. Tail Concerto was everything, and it spread to other channels and other games. Oh, Zexios just said it in chat. You said the name. He who must not be named. To say his name is to call upon dark gods. He will be here, and he will tell us where to go to fucking. Marco, Artifice, where are you? God damn it! Jesus Christo, no, you guys. To say his name is to call upon Cthulhu. Cthulhu, if he had a red rocket, not dick, in a speedo. Oh, he who must not be named. What is his budget, Harry Potter? Jesus Christo, no, it's much more scarier than that. Much more scarier. You thought Avada Kedavra was where it's at. You've seen nothing till you've seen a 13-year-old dog boy in a speedo. You've not seen nothing till you've seen that. Jesus Christo. Santa Maria. Marco says Alone in the Dark 4 I considered a good game. Alone in the Dark 4. Alone in the Dark 4. Is Alone... No, wait. I always get Alone in the Dark and Alan Wake confused. But are they the same universe or something? I always get those two confused. Yeah, Tail Concerto. Tail Concerto is a weird one where I had a gnarly experience with it, but I fucking liked it. I liked it so much. Is it an S rank? Nah, come on, bitch. Don't play games. Is it an A rank? Come on. The controls were mostly clear. One of the big things, I guess, if you ignore all the outside influences and just focus on the game itself, that difficulty spike is fucked. We talked about how I went from like the first stage on Mario to the final stage, and this Tail Concerto was worse somehow, and I played through it, and the difficulty spike is so fucking extreme. Well, look, Mr. fucking Dark Souls here. Mr. fucking Dark Souls here, Zexios, even was watching the boss fight going, God damn! Mr. fucking Cuphead speedrunner, Dark Souls, any hard game, and he's into it, eh? And even he was like, what the fuck are you doing to yourself? That was Tail Concerto without skipping a level. That's what I was saying, too. That was how they wanted you to experience the game. Just take it. Holy fucking shit. Precision perfect. Task spot perfect. It also didn't help that in the background I had some guy going, Dude, you need to fucking dodge, man. You're not dodging. Who the fuck are you? How many times have you played this game? Oh, I've never played this game. Shut the fuck up. Fucking guy. He'll go down in infamy. He's one of the few that he gets to be a legend from now on as far as Ion's concerned. He's still around. I'm telling you, fucking next to Cathal Ion, I'll figure out some way to trick you motherfuckers into playing fucking Tail Concerto again. Colby says, wait, what in a Speedo? A underaged boy dog in a Speedo. You heard me, motherfucker. Does it make it any less sexier that he's like the head knight for the kingdom? That's for you to decide. The Ion Hall of Amazing. That's right. He really does make the Hall of Fail. Zexios, make sure you find all those extra things so you can get that Rule 34 pick. Yeah. Giggity. What a time to be alive. In the end, back to the game though. The difficulty spike is its biggest holdback. Some of the gameplay is fine once you get into it. The music's fine. I actually love, you know me. Look at Ape Escape up there. I voice acting is like I enjoy really good voice acting. It's enjoyable. Mediocre voice acting bothers me something fierce, and really bad voice acting is super enjoyable. you know, that's my bell curve. So I actually love the voice acting in Tail Concerto. It's not as great as Ape Escape's terrible voice acting, but it's up there. It's fucking up there. Nebby, yeah. Blue Lightning, absolutely Blue Lightning. You're forgetting one. You're forgetting perhaps the biggest hall member of the Ion Hall of Amazing. You're forgetting about Psychic Noodle. How the fuck does Psychic Noodle not make that goddamn list? That guy is fucking. He's not only legend. He's literally somehow created Ion with his existence. That's amazing. Special channel with their picks. That's funny. That's funny. Is the whole game based around this, or is there just one character that is like that? No, so throughout the game, you can pick up these little hidden items that are picture boxes, and if you get 4, you unlock a picture, and depending on what boxes you get, different pictures. And one of the pictures just so happens to be, and it's a really, really hidden one too, is like the main head knight in a Speedo, and they're all dog and cat people, right? And so he's got his like little dog bulge, and they're all like 13 years old. Like no one's an adult in a fucking game except for the king. Is Obscure. I've never heard of Obscure. I'd have to Google that one. I would have to Google that one. I've never heard of that. And it's funny because I like obscure games. Haha, Waka Waka. Uh, yeah, Tail Concerto. Listen, in the end, it is an A rank game. You fucking, oh, everyone's pissed at that. I can feel it. I can feel everyone groaning right now. I had a bad experience because of what we were dealing with, right? I fucking loved Tail Concerto so much. If it wasn't, literally, the difficulty spike is the only thing preventing it from being an S rank game. The voice acting is fucking classic. The music is pleasurable as all hell. The gameplay is so fucking smooth. Not a single glitch. Not a single glitch that whole time. You gotta hand it to me. Right? It was the only thing was the difficulty spike. And it was such a brutal difficulty spike, it lowers the rank. Otherwise, it's a near perfect game. It's a fucking great game. When are you going to stream Tail Concerto again? I might. I might. Now that I've beaten it once, I might stream it again. I had fun with Tail Concerto. It was great. I want a physical copy so bad. But physical copies are so fucking expensive. Tail Concerto, eBay.ca. Vintage Tail Concerto. Vintage. Ooh, I feel fucked up. $760 Canadian. I think in like American that's like 500 and change for a physical copy. Here's a sealed one. Sealed 1999 factory sealed too. $4,500. Parasite Eve? No, we're talking about Tail Concerto. I do like Parasite Eve though. I was gonna stream that this year, and then at the last minute I did not. Speedrun Tail Concerto. Dude, the speedrunners who do speedrun that game are ridiculous. The precision perfect fucking glitches they found. Where as far as like, oh, if you jump headfirst into this wall at this angle, it'll push you along and glitch you up. It's like, wow. I would not speedrun that shit. No way. What is fuck? Did you just Google eBay as well? I bet you guys are thinking like, no way, bullshit. $4,500 for Tail. Yeah, dude, it's there, man. I didn't fucking just make that up. I Googled it. Go on eBay.ca and check that shit out, man. Fucking Tail Concerto's real. I also looked it up. Yeah, $400. Is that what on eBay.com? Or is that the conversion? Is that how... Jesus, the Canadian dollar really took a fucking L recently, huh? If 750 translates to only 400 American? Fuck. That was on Amazon. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Tail Concerto, it has its fans. I remember talking to like my real friends in real life, and they were like, oh man, yeah. I vaguely remember renting a game like that when I was super young. It was great. I just don't remember it. It's there. It exists. Just people don't know it, which is unfortunate because it's a fucking great game. Next, it's considered a collectible. Absolutely. Because even the reviews are mostly decent on it. It got like a 7 out of 10 on average, which not the worst. But cult games. I mean, that's just reviews. That's not an actual rule. Reviews can be wrong. Digimon's got like a fucking 5 out of 10. It's amazing. Tecmo Super Bowl. I love Tecmo Super Bowl. I do. Is it a perfect game? No, no, it's not a perfect game. Well, then we start going down. Is it an A game? No, no. I feel like only having fucking two pass, two rush, and then four types of defense is a detriment. Unless there's some sort of option to get more plays, in which case that's embarrassing. But I feel that's just a little bit. So unfortunately, just because of its simplicity, once again, it's a big thing for me. Simplicity, it gets dropped down to a B, but it is really a fucking fantastic game. I do love me some Tecmo Super Bowl. S tier for Bo Jackson. No, it gets B for Bo Jackson. It gets B for Bo Jackson. Bo Jangles. Oh man, we're getting to the end here. It's almost sad. Well, we're getting to the halfway point. You all know what happens next. Tetris 99. Tetris 99. I like Tetris. Tetris 99 wasn't bad. The music was kind of fucking eh. They actually did a good job. When you first heard it, like, oh, it's Tetris Battle Royale, you're like, wow, that sounds lame. They did it good. They did a good job with it, actually. Um, I give it a C. I like Tetris. I just like Tetris. Just give me Tetris. I see they have regular Tetris on there that you can unlock. You could earn points to unlock or whatever. Just give me Tetris. In the end, it gets a C. It's a fine game. Nothing more, nothing less. Oh. There we go. Fucked up for a sec. Thrill Kill. Does everyone remember Thrill Kill? That was fucking a great stream. Remember, the game is literally, as we're getting further and further in to the story, the game is literally falling apart around me, and we're like, holy shit. I didn't see that one. You didn't fucking see Thrill Kill? Thrill Kill was amazing. Like, you know the backstory behind Thrill Kill, right? And so knowing the backstory, like, it was amazing. Every time we just thought we were getting sick of Thrill Kill, we would find a new reason to just, like, it would just blow our minds out our ass. Just think, Thrill Kill fucking ended with Ken and Ryu from Street Fighter cut in half at the waist and sewed together. That's a fucking game. That's a fucking game and a half. Holy shit. Lad says F because it technically didn't get released. No, you don't get a say, Lad. I'm gonna kick you out of here. No, in the end, Thrill Kill was fucked. It was. I can't even say like its art direction was good or nothing. It was just a shitty game. But there was something enjoyable about how edgy, and it wasn't even like edgy, like shadow edgy. It was like, well, like I said, let's fucking cut Ken and Ryu in half and sew them together. Or how about let's have one of the characters be a fucking a little person on stilts, and he wears like BDSM clothes for no fucking reason at all, and we'll call him the Imp. It was just so fucking try hard and shitty. In the end, it does get an E because it's just fucking shit. But it's one of those weird cases, kind of like Dracula or Marlboro Goat, where it should be ranked higher, but just it is what it is. It was more enjoyable. It was enjoyable regardless of it being an E game. You know what I'm trying to say? Does any of this make sense? Does any of this make sense? Next game. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. Boys, I was shocked at how hated this game was. I fucking love Tony Hawk's Underground 2. And I figured, like, oh no, everyone's gonna like this game. Who doesn't like Tony Hawk? And even other people were saying, oh, I like Tony Hawk. Yeah, yeah. Fuck, man, this game got fucking trash. Everyone hated this shit. B says Lad, F says Zex, A says Flames. I'm sure fucking Arethius is saying double F. He didn't even play. He played 7 minutes of it and said, it's not for me. Oh, okay, alright. Jesus. I like it a lot. But 10 minutes. Oh, shit. My apologies. Wait, is that with the intro, though, to your stream? That doesn't count. I'm talking gameplay. In fairness, I love this game. As a kid, I used to play hours and hours and hours of it, just in Creative Park mode. I already told all the stories, but like I said, playing it again recently, I was shocked. The controls really were rough. After playing games like Skate and just other like fun games like that, like Shaun White snowboarding, it was shocking how brutal a lot of the controls were. But you know, the music is fucking a home run. Art direction is dated, that whole Jackass era thing, but it was good. It was fucking good. Uh, I'm going to go out on a limb and say, them bad controls and shit were bad. But it gets an A. It's just something about it. And that could be, I'll admit, that could be nostalgia playing into it. But that game was fun. Even with the bad controls, you just had to learn it. Once I got into the controls, like it took me like to the second level before I got good onto the climbing shit and all that. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm remembering this. I'm remembering this. I'm picking it up. And it was fucking great after that. I had fun. Dude, I made it to the end of the game. Haha, Flame says good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so no, like I said, I that game's fucking decent. Although I will admit, it was pretty fucking jarring even for me who love the game to go back into it. And so I can imagine people who've never played it or maybe have only played the Pro Skater series were like, what the fuck is this? Trap Gunner. Trap Gunner was a pleasant surprise. I've stolen all the art for Trap Gunner. Hey, where's my shit? See the television frames here in between all the fucking all the little pictures here? That's from Trap Gunner. I love it was thematic. It was like borderline cyberpunk. I thought it was great. Uh, Gameplay wise though, I liked what they were trying for. I feel where they fucked up, the player versus player shit was great. You versus the AI, and there's 4 player in that fucking game. That would be fucking insane. That's like fuck you, Bomberman. This is the shit. The problem was to make the stories longer. They threw in a bunch of like mini game levels where like, hey, there's a bunch of invisible mines. Go out there and destroy them all. And you're like, what are you doing? And it fucking sucked. So with that, ugh. I was thinking about giving it a B, but I don't think so. I don't think it earned it. I think it's just gonna miss out on a B and go C. Barely. It really is close. It's almost fucking. It really is a really good game, but just a couple of things it kind of fucked up on. That's unfortunate. But yeah, I feel better giving it a C. So we're gonna give it a C. Twisted Metal 2. I like Twisted Metal 2. Musically, it's pretty fucking good. Art direction, it's pretty fucking good. Gameplay wise, it's another one of those games where going back to it now, I'm like, why is this so clunky? This should be better. It's annoyingly clunky. But story wise, it's great. Music wise, it's great. Art wise, it's great. Control wise, it's a little clunky. Zexio says S or A on TM2 was such a good game for his time. Yes, absolutely. Lad says A. Arisa says, I felt the same way when I tried to play it recently. Yeah, I was shocked actually because I remember fucking as a kid being like, "Wow, this game is fucking smooth. The way you can just drift, pop a fucking 180 and get the fuck out of danger. It was amazing." Going back to it now, it felt like the cars were too fast and like it was brutal. I mean, like especially when I was doing my minion speed runs because he's got max speed and he's just fucking boom boom, and I couldn't slow down. I was hit. I was. It was annoying. It was annoying, and I think for just the controls, barely it loses out S, and it goes A. I mean, if you're talking music, story wise, art, all S's. Even the gameplay idea and the practice of going out collecting, there's camper spots if you want to try and do that. You can run and gun. Everything's near perfect, but the controls are just so that I can't rightly give it an S. Even games like Digimon that have their fair share of problems, at least they're fun to get around. The controls in Twisted Metal 2, they're not fun to deal with. They actually hurt the game. So it gets an A. But it is a fucking great game. Fucking great game. Speaking of great games that are fucking brutal, uh, fucking Jammer Lammy. I fucking love Jammer Lammy. Musically great, art style's fucking great. It's weird. I love it. We're fucking the old man. Does anyone remember my playthrough of Jammer Lammy with the old war veteran pilot? And he's like, "Oh, you earned my wah wah pedal," and you're thinking like guitar wah wah pedal, and he pulls his fucking teeth out instead, and you're just like, "This is fucking metal. This fucking game kicks ass." I never heard of the game until I saw this on Game Center. That I know the show. I know the show you're talking about, dude. Jammer Lammy and the whole Parappa the Rappa universe is gold. It's fucking gold. They had a TV show which missed the mark. The TV show didn't quite do it, but everything else about it is fucking gold. Like a few months ago, so you should go back and watch my stream, dude. It was hilarious. We were laughing because I play actual guitar, and I think it was like before Ion, so I was still like exceptionally dirty. I was doing all sorts of fucking awful fucking joke. Like at one point, she runs into. I don't want to spoil it, but who gives a fuck? It's a 35-year-old game. She needs a new guitar. She lost her guitar in a plane crash, so she runs into Woodchuck fucking Beaverton's custom guitars, and she's looking around. There's no guitars, and she's like, "Listen, I'll do anything for a guitar." And fucking the Beaver, the guy who owns the store, is like, "Anything?" And she's like, yeah. "Oh, you said anything. Come out here." He said, drags her to the back of the store, and you're like, "What the fuck? This is amazing." And then she has like a chainsaw fucking guitar solo. It's a great game. I fucking love it. In the end, though, it is unforgivingly brutal, and therefore almost the exact same problem I have with Twisted Metal 2, and therefore it will get the Twisted Metal 2 ranking, where it's fucking good, but the controls are just so that it's not fun. Like Guitar Hero, you miss a note and you go, "Damn, that's a skill issue. I'll get better." Jammer Lammy, you miss a note and you know it with your soul. You hit that note. Why did it not register? That's a problem. And the final game on the list, fucking Zelda and the fucking boodly boo of fucking the farty fucking pants of Grimlock, whatever the fuck that shit is called. What that fucking the Legend of Zelda and the fucking skin flute of fucking Methusias. Shitty fuck. I actually didn't hate this game as much as I thought I would. It was not bad. It actually wasn't bad for the most part. I get it. It's not my cup of tea though. I'm not really into those types of games. But even with that said, I got into it. I gave it a shot. All things considered, I think it safely earns a spot at sea level. Eh. just a little off the top there. I think it earns just a. Tome just died a little bit. He might have died in real life for all we know. This should be interesting, says Lad. Has anyone ever heard from Tome in a while? His fucking liver failed and now he's gone. Fuck. Um, That's rude to my friend Tome. Don't bully him. Only I can bully him. Yeah, no, Zelda was fine. It's not my type of game. It doesn't interest me at all, but it is fine. I have no flaws with it per se. So C is what it gets. C is what it deserves. And that is good times. That's good times there. But y'all know how we end these things. I know you're looking. You're looking at your watch and you're saying, man, he scheduled 4 hours for this fucking award show. He's got an hour and a half left. What is he going to do? Well, that's because we've ranked them as far as how good the games are. Now comes the shotgun ranking that everyone loves. I remember last year, I get through this part, and Arethius is like, why the fuck didn't you just rank them as far as if they're trash or treasure or not? And I was like, oh, I plan to. oh, here they come. So this is quick. This is never quick because I've already made all my arguments. So it's just fucking boom, 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 boom. It's time for speed round, more or less. I'm not in a rush, but yeah. So here we fucking. I wish there was a better spot for that chat. You definitely don't have enough room on this. No. But what can you do? What can you do? I should have done it like upside down or whatever. Listen, this one's going to be stacked. That's all there is to it. I just wish there was a better spot for chat. What was chat? Wow, chat looks fucking awful everywhere I put it. Alright, chat, you just fucking stay there. You just stay there, do you? You do you, fam. Alright, what's first? 2020 Super Baseball. Is it trash, treasure, both, or neither? It's neither. There's nothing special about it, but there's also nothing horribly wrong with it. It's just bleh. Just fucking bleh. Among Us, is it trash, treasure, both, or neither? You would almost want to say treasure by how big it went over, but in the end, 3 years from now, won't even be a fucking memory. Among Us is fucking nothing. It's nothing. That chat box is gonna seriously have to move somewhere. No! Here we go. Better. Next year I'll figure out a better layout. Maybe I don't know how. Four boxes in the corner or something. Ape Escape. Is it trash? Both are. Well, it's treasure. Of course it's treasure. Who the fuck are we kidding? Of course it's treasure. It's treasure of the nth degree. Boy, I'm fucking up all my fucking layers here. There we go. Unfortunately, there's a bunch of layers that are invisible to you guys, so you're not seeing the absolute carnage I'm wreaking here. Battletoads. Is it trash, treasure, both, or neither? As much as I don't like it, it's treasure. It's known for what it's known for. It's known for being just this brutally shitty tough game, and that's what it does. It's a darling. Oh, says Exios. What? I'm surprised you went with treasure. Oh no, that's what I'm saying. We ranked them as far as what I think of them. Previous. This is simply what the fuck are they? Are they trash or treasure? That's what it is. And I don't have to like a game for it to be a treasure, and I don't have to hate a game for it to be trash. And vice versa. In fairness, Battletoads is what it is. It's a treasure. You can't knock it. Beyblade. Beyblade, I was totally going to put on neither. But then I saw that there's this giant fucking community. Well, not giant, but there's a sizable fucking community that's really into it. In the end, though, I feel like it's still just going to be neither. It's not quite trash, but it's not treasure by any means. It's not both. No. So it's neither. Bloody Roar 2 is an odd duck. I like it a lot, But if you look at like the whole thing, Bloody Roar's got a pretty good thing going for itself. Bloody Roar 2 is definitely not trash by any means. So it can't be both. You know, it's because there's nothing to do with trash. Is it enough to be a treasure? And I think Bloody Roar 2, because there's like a lot of Bloody Roar since then. They're like up to Bloody Roar 6 now, and everyone refers to Bloody Roar 2. I say Bloody Roar 2 just just squeaks in, because in the end, if you do start talking fighting games online, Bloody Roar 2 will come up. It won't come up the first 5 or 6 responses, but within the first 10 for sure. Before people really have to start going, it'll be there, and it's always Bloody Roar 2. It's never 1, it's never 3, it's never 4. It sure as fuck ain't 5. I own 4, by the way. I should stream that sometime. Next, Bubsy 3D is fucking trash. In fact, it's one of those fucked up cases where it's so trash, it could honestly be considered both, because it's just become that known. But that's not how we rank things here. It's trash. Don't you fucking forget it. Bubsy 3D sucks my ass. What's next? Clock Tower. Clock Tower's fucked up. Clock Tower is this super well known, super fucking well respected game. Um, but it's shit. Clock Tower here is shit, and I'm not gonna fucking no. It's not even good enough to be both. Like Dracula is like both. It's like, oh, it's kind of a church game, but it's pretty shit too. No, Clock Tower is just shit. Fuck Clock Tower. I'm fucking so mad. I can't believe they made more after that. This fucking sucks. D. D is a game that gets to be both trash and treasure, because it's fucking trash. It is fucking trash. But there's something so special about how awful the graphics are, and how awful the game logic is, and the cutscenes are, and everything, that it gets to be both. It's one of the rare cases where, yeah, oh yeah. What's next? Daytona USA. Daytona USA is a treasure. I can't knock it. I'm not even super into it. I'm more of a Cruisin' World kind of guy. I remember Cruisin' World. That was the fucking best fucking arcade racer going. That or Test Drive. Those were the two, in my opinion, as being the best arcade racers. But Daytona USA is everyone's fucking go-to. So it is what it is. I can't front. I can't fucking throw personal feeling in here. Nightmare fucking Princess. I've been doing not research. It's just I stumbled across a couple fun things about Nightmare Princess. The original Deception games were really gritty, really mean, medieval themed. And as the series got along, it got a little lighter, little lighter, little lighter. And then from Deception 3 to Deception 4 was a major jump where all of a sudden there's no medievalness at all. Now it's just anime girls, scantily clad anime girls, which is perfect for me. But I know a lot of Deception people get fucked up about it. And I think barely it has just enough heat where it gets a both ranking. There's just enough going on where I'm like, okay, all right, fair enough. What's next? My God, we're hammering through these. Demon Souls. Demon Souls, there's nothing about it. I think in the end you gotta respect Demon Souls for what it did. It created a whole super fucking high demand genre. The amount of work that fucking director went through to fucking get a hold of this game, as opposed to, what was the other game he was in charge of, Mech Wolf or whatever the fuck it was called, and he's like, fuck Mech Wolf. I take my profits from Mech Wolf, and I'd rather just work on this game. They said, all right. So trash game, says lad. Fucking bullshit. Throw it out, he says. No, in the end, it's not a perfect game. There's nothing about it that's like horrendously trash or broken either. It's not enough to be both. I say it gets to cleanly be treasure. Even though, like I said, for me, I don't give a fuck. I think I gave it like a C rank. Who gives a shit? They had to start somewhere with the Souls games, yeah, and they did a really good. Like the start was great. They fucking hit it out of the park. Fucking neither. Fucking no one even should remember Donkey Kong exists outside of taking a hammer to the fucking toe up some scaffolding. Fucking awful game. Fucking awful series. Awful character. Uh, Fucking Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires. In the end, there's nothing about Dynasty Warriors 8, huge fucking franchise. But like specifically Dynasty Warriors 8 and specifically Dynasty Warriors 8 Empires, nah, it's nothing. It's just neither. It's just fucking nebulous. Fall Guys. Fall Guys in a very, 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 very fucked up kind of way is trash. Fucking Fall Guys in a fucked up sort of way, and it's not trash because it's like broken or an awful game or anything. It's just you've never seen something take so many runs at success, so many opportunities for success, and constantly fucking miss. We've got this great idea. Oh, we're gonna give it an awful art style. Well, look, we're coming out and people want to play this game. Oh, our servers are fucked, so no one can actually play during the beta. Okay, well, we're out now and everything. Oh, online's fucking fucked. There's tons of hackers. Okay, everything's sweet now. Everything's figured out. Oh, Among Us is the new shit. Like you've never seen a game take so many fucking swings at failure. And for that, it's trash. Not trash because of anything the game did. The game's like, it's all whatever. And that's the problem. Is whatever. It should be like this home run game we talked about for years. It's whatever. Fallout New Vegas has a lot of problems, but I don't even think it's both. I think it's just treasure, just pure treasure. That game's fucking great. Everyone agrees too. Everyone's like, anytime you start talking about Fallout, some asshole has to derail and go, well, I'm more of a New Vegas kind of guy. Listen, fucker. Everyone likes New Vegas. Shut your fucking hole. You fucking distracted me. Next. Fallout 3 and New Vegas were excellent games. I've never played Fallout 3. I've never played it, although I do want to try it because it had to be pretty good if they fucking turned from what Fallout 1 and 2 were to turn it into fucking 3 and 4 and the series. It had to be fucking good. I like 3 better than Vegas. Wow. Wow. That's heavy shit. Well, I'm going to have to check that out then. Because I'm ready to call you a liar because New Vegas is great. New Vegas is fucking near perfect. Near perfect. Unfortunately, it still has a shitload of glitches going on, and the art is fucking awful in it, the graphics, but near perfect otherwise. I think I like the setting more. That's the one thing about Vegas I really like, is the setting. DC is more interesting than the fucking desert. Well, see, then we're having a bit of a disagreement already. Already we're fucking seeing odds. Finding Bigfoot should be trash. It's a low quality game. It's bugged to all shit. It's so fucking basic, and yet because of what it successfully manages to do as far as scaring the player goes, it gets a both from me. It gets a both just because it does what it sets out to do, even though it does it in the worst possible way. Grand Theft Auto 5. Listen. It's not trash. I'm not a douche. And it's not both, because like I said, there's nothing trashy about it. The community sucks and their business practices suck, but the game itself, you can't judge it for that. Is it a treasure? No, it's just a fucking decent game. It's a good game, and there's nothing treasury about it. Like outside of the fact that it's been going on for 15 years online, and it's made more money than that. There's nothing treasury about the game itself. I bet you if I go to a kid right now who say, "I love Grand Theft Auto," and I did a line from the fucking game, they'd go, "What?" They wouldn't know, because all they do is play online. And you see, you can't call it treasure because of that. That's like saying Pokemon's a good game when all you ever do is play online. fuckers. Next. Harry Potter and the Harry Potter and the I don't want to admit it, but a lot of people consider this one of the better bad games of the PS1. They would consider it both. Um, it makes me sick to my stomach because I don't consider it much of a fucking treasure. I get the final say. I use outside influences, but I get the final say. And in the end, I say there's nothing treasury about it. I say it is just trash. I get what people are saying. Oh, it's kind of fucking known for this and that. And oh, listen, it's just trash. It's just trash. That game fucking sucks. Even if I can find enjoyable moments in it, it's trash. Come on. Oh shit, we're getting close to the halfway mark already. See, I didn't. This part's quick. Helltaker. Helltaker is a fucking treasure. I won't hear it. I won't hear anything else. And listen, even if you're not into that kind of game, and even if you don't like the aesthetics or something, you have to admit, just watching it was just fucking like wow. This is into it. The music's going. Everything's fucking clicking for it. There's nothing wrong about it. And that game went over huge. Some dude's little fucking free indie like tech demo fucking blew up huge. It was taking over like major news, major gaming news, fucking blogs and sites and shit. People were talking about that shit. It was a great game too. I had so much fun with it. Fuck. I would like to play it again, but in the end I beat it in one stream. What's the point? So I could beat it again? That's one of the games I legitimately thought about fucking doing for Decathlon, except I like you would. Oh, you know what? You wouldn't have to pay for it, but I don't know if all the participants have Steam. I assume they do, but you don't know for sure, and so you can't enforce it. I don't want people downloading shit just so they can play it. But it's a free game. It's fucking great. I would recommend anyone who does have Steam check it out. Free game, fucking great game. Howler probably doesn't. No, I know he probably does not. Nothing like sitting there, you're trying to jam into the fucking music, and he's sitting there, and all you hear is you hear the fucking music kicking, bump, 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 and you don't hear the keyboard at all, and all you hear is fucking. Fuck, dude, the Florida Panthers just threw the fucking quarterback to. Was that hateful? That's being mean. Alright, I feel mean about that. It is what it is. He knows it. He sees the replay. Well, I assume everyone watches their replays, their streams at least a little bit to make sure the audio is good and shit. But I don't know, I can't even guarantee that, I guess. Dude, Marty McSorley just took off his fucking hockey skate and tried to circumcise the fucking guy. You check that shit out? Fucking amazing. I like how you had the saltine ready for that. Like I planned it ahead. I was like having snacks around. Listen, when I'm not working, I'm usually getting high and drunk. You guys know this about me. I need to have snacks nearby. Lad like the fucking Marty McSorley one. Ooh. Kudelka, I know I'm going to take heat from this. This is a lot of bias talking. Kudelka gets both. I'm going both for Kudelka. I will reiterate one more time. It should have been trash. It should have been trash. That game should not have been good. And in the end, it was so fucking good. But it still had its problems overall. So it gets both. But I think a lot of people could probably disagree with that. There, I'm just gonna move that a little. Oh fuck. Yeah, just gonna move that a little bit higher. There. Next game. League of Legends. Let's fucking face it here. League of Legends is fucking trash. League of Legends is such fucking a shitty game. Oh man, League of Legends, what is it? RPG starring Miss Fortune and fucking blah blah blah. No one gives a fuck because this shit's trash. It's fucking awful. I have fun playing it with friends, but you look at the game itself, it's nothing. It's fucking shitty mobile tower defense. Oh shit. You know Arethius isn't fucking here. He's fucking boiling. You know he's probably busy with work or something. Game equals treasure, community equals trash. I wouldn't even say treasure, because what about the game? It's just a decent game. It's like Grand Theft Auto 5. Oh yeah, it's just a really decent game. And then the community is fucking trash. There's nothing like abhorrently special about fucking the League of Legends gameplay. Or maybe I'm being biased now. I don't know. It's probably hmm. It's been around a while. And it's spawned a lot of clones, but no real competitors. I don't I don't like it per se, but I'll give it just enough. I'll bump it up to both, barely. Dota 2, it is a clone itself. Oh yeah. No, no, I know that much. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's since become its own thing. Well, look, they now got fucking RPGs of it and all that shit, right? But what I'm saying is like, there's no like, if I think Grand Theft Auto, I have Driver is the competitor. If I think like fucking like everything's got its action rea. If I think Twisted Metal, I have Vigilante 8, right? When I think League of Legends, I don't have the counterbalance. You know, it's like Fall Guys. I have Fall Guys. What do I have? Even though Fall Guys is a ripoff of Takeshi's Castle, I won't let anyone forget that shit. Next game. Dota, League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm. Heroes of the Storm. What the fuck is Heroes of the Storm? At least Dota, I've heard of plenty, dude. I was like fucking 17, and fucking my best friend at the time. Oh, he loved fucking Dota. I remember watching it, and I was so fucking bored out of my fucking mind watching him play that shit. It was awful, awful. But now I hate his guts, and I would take every opportunity to stab him in his fucking throat if I met him. So it all comes out in the wash. Marlboro Go. Marlboro Go is tricky. It should just be neither. It's a nothing game. The backstory, the fact that it's a smoking produced game and they were going to sell it by selling Marlboro branded consoles, all that makes it a treasure. The backstory, the weirdness of it makes it a treasure. We played a lot of treasure this year. We didn't play a lot of trash. Last year was different. Remember, last year was all trash games. This year it was all treasure games. What the fuck? Dota equals Valve. League of Legends equals Riot. HOTS equals Blizzard. Lame. Fucking lame. I can't believe I just spent brain power learning that shit. Medieval is a fucking treasure. There's nothing wrong with it inherently. Like, there's nothing to make it trash. It's just a treasure. Just is what it is. Minecraft. Minecraft has a weird thing going for it where Minecraft is a treasure. Both. This is fucking lad. Listen, gameplay wise and like thinking man wise, Minecraft's a treasure. That community, if we counted community for League of Legends, don't you find it unfair that we didn't count it for Grand Theft Auto or Minecraft? Don't you feel it's kind of fucked up? In the end, Minecraft just barely. I'll give it the fucking treasure. It barely though. It really is scraping the fucking teeth of what can be considered a treasure game. Like a game where years from now they'll grab it and go, wow, Minecraft. He had to debate that one for me. It hurt. It hurt. Monster Hunter? Nah, nothing. It's just nothing game. No one will remember it. Pokemon Emerald? I mean, no, I don't hear. Look, I'm surrounded by Poke nerds now, and I don't hear about fucking no Pokemon Emerald. Emerald doesn't stand out as any like people when it does come up, people go, "Oh, that's a great game," but it's not the go-to. I hear a lot more about games like Gold and shit like that than I do Emerald. And as far as I'm concerned, it was a fucking Pokemon game. I think it's a neither. It's just, it's fine. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing amazing with it. Pokemon Sword, much the same thing. It's not bad enough to be trash. There's nothing to treasure about it. It's the only thing that stands out about it is like it's the next gen Pokemon game, and it's the first one you can play at home more or less if you don't include fucking the N64 slam the fucking Pokemon Yellow into the Game Boy cartridge into the back of the controller. It's other than that, it's technically the first one you play. Look at that! Zexios has subscribed for 8 months in a row. Well, thank you for that, Zexios. I do appreciate that. That means a lot, man. Fucking you guys showing support like that. For me making fun of your guys' games you like. Oh, hey, look, Pokemon Christmas, fucking trash. No, Pokemon Christmas, it's much the same. It's a ROM hack, especially. So it wasn't. There's ROM hacks that are so terrible they're trash, or so fucked up they're treasure. This is none. This is just fucking nothing. It's just a fucking game. Ridge Racer Type 4. There's nothing trashy about it. And it is the people say it is the best. I don't necessarily agree with this too, and I love the game. Say it's the best racer ever made for the PlayStation. I don't agree with that, but it's a treasure. You can't knock it. Even no one would knock that. Everyone who played it, I think, in the Decathlon Ion said it was it's a great game. They didn't say it was like their favorites or anything, but they said good game, absolutely fine. And that's you fucking super critical motherfuckers. Rage Ball was fucking nah. It was nothing. It wasn't trash. It wasn't treasure. It wasn't both. It's just nah. Just fucking shovelware. Kind of funny niche-y. Fucking, oh, look at that. Ah, ha, ha. Alright, done with it. Ray Tracers isn't. I liked it a lot. I want to say, it's not trash. It's got elements of treasure. But there's certain parts of it that are not good. The story is so outlandish and whatnot. I know this is kind of fucking bullshitty, but I'm going to go both. Ray Tracers is both. Fight me. Fight me if you want to argue it. Resident Evil Director's Cut. Trash. I'm shocked at how much you hate this, considering how much your fucking Drakena fucking loves it. I'm shocked. I'm shocked by this. Both, says Lad. In this situation, Lad and Zex, she hates that game too. Did she? Why the fuck did she agree to come play it with me then? Poor her. Poor her. I thought she loved the game. That's why I invited her out. I was like, I'm not liking this game. I'll have you come out and help me through it. And she fucking hates it too. Oh my god, what a shitty night that was for her then. Poor her. Should send her a fucking card or something. Box of zombie chocolate. Sorry, lady. What happened to the other list? It's done. We finished it. We're now on the final trash and or treasure list. Oh no, she had a blast. Well, that's good. It was a long stream. It was like 7 hours of fucking zombie horse shit. No, Resident Evil, it is what it is. It made everything we know about this, and it's broken in all the ways we know it is. It's a both. It is a fucking both. Both. Rival Schools. Rival Schools is fucked up where people just don't know it except for like really deep lore fucking fighting nerds. Like the fact that it takes place in the Street Fighter universe. Legitimately, not it's not just like, oh, a Capcom game using the same engine. No, no, no. It's in the same world and everything. And it's a fucking really clean game, and the graphics are great. It's 3D. When Street Fighter was still like doing their 2D bullshit, they're like, "Fuck it, make this one, make it look like Tekken. Let's see how it looks." I like it a lot. I say, and because it's so like unknown, I'm going treasure. It's a treasure. My screen is frozen on the worst screen, says Kobe. Oh no, porn. But I can still hear you though. You heard about that dog dick in a Speedo, and he was like, let me Google this. Let me Google this fucking game for a second. And now his screen's frozen on it. It's a shame. Shame? What's next? Samurai cooking? Ah, it's not a treasure by any means. It's not trash, but is it neither? I almost have a weird feeling it deserves both. It's such a fucking treasure of an idea, but the execution was just so trashy. It gets both. I made the decision and I cannot untake it. Noah's in the stream. Fair enough. Shadow the Hedgehog. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Lad, I know you know. I know that you know that I know where I'm putting this. So why don't you tell everyone what I'm about to tell them as far as where I'm about to put this game? Let's hear it, says Zex. Shadow the Hedgehog has got fucking problems out the ass. But it wears it on its fucking Hot Topic jeans. And so I'm going both. It's if your game is bad, that's trash. But if you like, if it's just part of your character is to be shitty, you gotta love it. And you know what? Like I said, Shadow had some really good shit in it that I was into. And then if I can't even ignore the boss fight. I'm sure if I ignored it, I'd be even more positive. But that boss fight sucks so bad. But if I like those, there was some really good shit and some really like unique, specific. In the end, the fact that like let's give a hedgehog a fucking gun. That's fucking fun. That's a fun idea. I don't think it thought it was cringe though. No, but none of us ever do when we are cringe, huh? How many pictures of us do we all have where we're fucking cringe as hell? It really leaned into the cringe. Oh, it took a good fucking helping it cringe. Oh God, I hope I remember it is both. It's just lad. Yeah, can you imagine if it's just treasure? No, that it was. Listen, excuse me. Sorry. It was a fucked up game, but like I said, there's some it did it in a way like Digimon almost. Digimon's a fucking broken game, but it's broken in a way that gives it character. And Shadow is a shitty game in certain ways, but it's shitty in those certain ways where it adds to the character, where it all comes out in a wash. It gets them both. Better eat another saltine in the mic. That's right. Dry out all this nastiness. By the way, trash. Oh shit. Let me hold on now. I won't skip the next game. Let's let Kobe get in there and fucking say what he needs to say. This was the thing I was referring to. He's really fucked up about the dog dick. I will take the 2 seconds to open this. Oh, that's a good picture. I'm saving that. Why would I make that fucking face? Oh wow, good capture. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why would I fucking? What reason could I have made to make that face? It's like fucking. It is a brutally awful pic. Fucking awful. That's fucking funny. I wonder why I was making that face. Sonic 06. Unlike Shadow, I don't think it has enough. It's not trashy enough. It's not treasury enough. It's not both. I think Sonic 06 is just eh, which sucks because all you ever hear, I smell a new emote. Oh, lad, that's fucking genius. I was thinking about rearranging my emotes anyway because I was kind of getting like sick of the logo, the little TNT logo. No one wants that, and so I was like, that is fucking such a good idea, lad. Holy shit. He gave it an A. Yes, yes. Tony Hawk's Underground 2 got an A. Sonic 06 just got neither. Yeah, that logo. I don't know. And what did he give Tlaws Altip? Oh, Legend, this fucking shithole. Fucking Legend of Zelda, the skin flute of fucking Mishad. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. To Legend of Zelda and the skin tags of Zod. I don't give a fuck. Uh, Space Jam is tough. Space Jam, you want to go both because it's not a bad game per se, but it's so fucking empty. It's just trash. You can't even sell it as both. It's just fucking the skin food of Mishad. That's right. Here, Link, blow on this. Nah, nah. I'm good, Chief. I'm going to make that a game. As you should. As you should narrate the fuck out of it. Stalker. Stalker is 100% both. If I said anything different, the Russians will drop a nuke on my fucking apartment. Listen, it's both. It's a fucking great game, and it's also an awful game. And it does it both at the exact same time, the exact same second. Simple as that. Super Dodgeball, it was neither. It was just fucking... It wasn't trash. I didn't find it particularly like whoa wonderful. Just eh. Fucking Super Mario 2 Christmas edition. That's the thing. If this was regular Super Mario 2, I might have an answer. In fact, it's Christmas edition. Who gives a fuck? It's just nothing. It's just It's just nebulous. Super Mario Bros. 3. I fucking hate it, but it is one of the best Super Mario games ever made, and for that, I'll put it in treasure. Even though I fucking hate it, I think it's an awful game. I had no fun with that shit. Swagman is trash. It's not both. The idea is so promising, and some of the art's promising, and then you get into the game, and it's just fucking awful. It's fucking awful. I was shocked at how bad it was. I was so ready to just love a bad game because we had discovered D by that point. We discovered Kadelka. We were hitting all these home runs with like games that should be bad that are great. And Swagman, which should have been the greatest, was shit. It's like poetry. Sydney 2000. I love Sydney 2000, but as far as like trash or treasure goes, it's not really either. It's not a trash game by any means. It's a fucking good game, but it's not treasure. Like people aren't gonna like come across Sydney 2000. Oh, it's not gonna be $5,000 on eBay like fucking Tail Concerto or something. So, but I love that game. Fucking Sydney 2000, great fucking game. Tail Concerto, Tail Concerto, Tail fucking Concerto. It really should be both. Tail Concerto should be fucking both, because I love it. I love it so much, but it's got problems. But here's the thing. I don't even give a fuck that it's got problems. Who doesn't have problems? That game is a fucking treasure. I want to put Sydney 2000 on eBay for $2,000 now. I wonder what Sydney 2000 is on eBay. Everyone, place bets now. Sydney 2000. I should probably specify the video game. Sometimes you forget it was an actual thing. Ah, here we go. Oh, the Dreamcast version? No, 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 no. Here we go. The PlayStation version. This is an opened copy selling for $10 Canadian. $10 Canadian for an open copy. Do I have a sealed copy? This one's not sealed, but this one's apparently like mint condition. It's being sold for $26, not including shipping. That's coming from Australia. That's kind of fun. Getting the Australian version of Cindy 2000 for the PS1, that's kind of fun. I'd pay a couple extra bucks for that. The Dreamcast version is selling for about 25 as well. Ooh, the Japan version of Cindy 2000 goes all the way up to $32. So, yeah, as I said, there's nothing really going on for Cindy 2000. It's a great game, but it's by no means a treasure. I love how you essentially have the opposite taste of games from me. Isn't that amazing? I have the opposite taste of games from a lot of people. There's a lot of me to be opposite of a lot of people here. Tecmo Super Bowl is a treasure. It's not a treasure like on par with Tail Concerto, but what it does, it is a treasure. Like the fact is, it's a fucking 85-year-old game, and they're still putting out current year rosters for it because it's just such a tight fucking game, you know. So it gets to be a treasure, even though it's such a shallow game. Tetris 99. We need a new category of treasure just for Tail Concerto. It really is like top of the line. Lad says fuck Madden. The guy or the game series? I mean the game series. Madden 6 or Madden 10 for different reasons. Madden 6's franchise mode was the greatest sports franchise mode of any sport, any title, anything I've ever played. Madden 10's Be a Superstar mode, creative player mode, was one of the best creative player modes I've ever played in almost any creative game, except for NHL. I want to say NHL 09. That doesn't seem right. No, NHL 13. NHL 13 had the best creative player mode. The game series. Okay, yeah, I like Madden. I have no problem with Madden. Him and his fucking turduckens and the fact he doesn't take a plane. You hear that? Madden, like Oprah, refuses to fly. Although Oprah will fly because she goes to like, France and Africa and all sorts of shit for tours. Madden refuses to fly. He will only ride a bus because he thinks the plane will crash if he gets on it. Alright, maybe you should eat less turduckens, motherfucker. Well, I'm gonna die soon because I'm 108 years old. I'm gonna eat turduckens and I'm not gonna get on no fucking plane. Okay, madam, thank you. Okay, no, sorry, that was a bad co-host. Okay, madam, thank you. Mr. fucking robot voice. Tetris 99 was the best battle royale ever. That was a good one. That was a good job, Madden impression. That's not bad. I fucked up the other guy's fucking shit though. Oh, thank you, John Madden. That was closer. Well, this guy here thinks every shitty game is some sort of treasure. I don't understand. He's taught because he's got dentures as well as like a really thick jowl. His fucking voice is fucked. Oh, Madden. Tetris 99. Now I'm just going to start doing a bunch of bad Madden impressions just because he gave me a little bit of confidence in it. And then I hate Tony Hawk. Who is that voice? Shut the fuck up, guy. I blame it on the Jaeger. Ah. How does Zex know what John Madden sounds like? He watched Family Guy. He knows it from a Family Guy reference, I'm sure. Yeah, exactly. Oh, Mad TV. Yeah, the Will Sasso. Yeah. I like. Well, that doesn't make a lick of sense with the fucking Simpsons. Vincent Price. Get on the plane, gentlemen. Well, that doesn't make a lick of sense. Honestly, Tetris 99 is just leeching off the single yet effective formula of Tetris and updating it to more recent games. Artie Lang. Artie Lang wasn't on fucking Mad TV, was he? Oh wow, he was too. Look at that. Good for him. Artie Lang's a fucking funny guy. I like fucking Artie Lang. You see him now? He's got no nose. He's done so much coke, his nose is legitimately fallen off. It is horrendous to look at. And the way, instead of like removing it or making it, they just kind of like pushed it in more. It's just awful. It's the worst thing to look at. Try eating like a sandwich while you look at it. It's just awful. Also, I played Madden on PS2 a lot in high school. I know mine. I don't know why you would. I don't know why you would. Yes, he was. Wow, I didn't know that. They're all like PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. I don't know if there's even PS3 games here. I don't know what the logo is. PS3 games where? Here? Like on the list? There's like a couple. What was it? Um, New Vegas. Yeah. On the list, yeah. New Vegas was on the list. Nightmare Princess, or Deception Force, sorry, was on the list. And I feel like there was maybe one more. The PS3 is hard, so the PS3 has a thing. You can capture off PS1, PS2, no problem. Switch, no problem. It goes right into the capture card via HDMI, right into the TV via HDMI. The PS3 and to a certain degree the PS4 have a thing built in where they'll black your screen if you try it. So you have to go through this whole fucking setup. So for the longest time, I couldn't, other than PS4 games, using the built-in streaming service that they have on the PS4, I couldn't stream any PS3 or PS4 games until just at the end of the year. And that's where all of a sudden New Vegas showed up, Deception Force showed up, Empire, Dynasty Warriors 8 Empire showed up. Those are all the PS3 games that showed up, unfortunately, towards the end of the year. But I got a bunch more planned out for next year because there's some good fucking games out there. I was pointing out that all these games aren't new PS games either. No, I think the newest game on here would be Monster Hunter, which I believe is already like 2 years old. Um, you know, Demon Souls is PS3. Demon Souls, yeah, PS3, yeah. Sonic 06, that's right. Sonic 06 is PS3. Shadow the Hedgehog, we played the GameCube version, but I'm pretty sure it's PS3 as well. Although, like I said, I'm pretty sure we played the GameCube version. Tetris 99. Tetris 99 is not trash. I wouldn't consider it a treasure. So it just is what it is. It's almost a treasure though because it is so fucking different, and it's got all these people playing Tetris again. There's something almost to it, but it's not quite there where I'd give it to it. I don't feel right calling it a treasure. Thrill Kill. Thrill Kill is trash, but it's doing that thing again where it's so trash it might be treasure. The backstory is what makes it treasure. The fact that it was like the super edgy game, and then it got canceled because it was too edgy, and then they took the fighting engine from that and made the Wu-Tang fighting game, and the Wu-Tang fighting game was so good they were able to make the Def Jam fight series. Like there's a lot of cool backstory, but the game itself is trash. It'll get both, but only because of backstory. Asterisk, asterisk. Because of its development story, it gets both. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. As much as I like it, it's not a. I wouldn't consider it a treasure. Maybe like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, I'd consider a treasure because that's the one that really pushed the series along. But Tony Hawk's Underground 2 was just. It was like an end of an era. It was a really good game, and then it was pretty much the last good Tony Hawk's game, period. But in itself, I don't think it was much. I think it's just neither. It was the last good Tony Hawk game, you know, and it was a really fucking good one too. This is fucking tough. Shit, is it enough to be considered a treasure? No, I think you know what? I think it just misses out. I think it's just gonna fall short of being a fucking treasure. It's a really good game, but it's just and its backstory is kind of like the fact that everything fell apart after it doesn't change how good it was. So Kobe says all the people who didn't usually play loads of console games play Tetris, and it just brought back in the eyes of people who would usually play those kinds of games. I feel like more people know about the original than the sequel. Oh, referring to Tony Hawk now. Yeah. Maybe, probably, because Tony Hawk's Underground was such a like change compared to Pro Skater. Everyone's like, "What the fuck?" Even though, like I said, Underground 2 is like a really fucking good game as far as Tony Hawk controls and all the creatable skater shit. And oh well, Trap Gunner. Uh, Trap Gunner had problems, which is why I didn't rank it high. That, like they said, all the minigame missions fucking sucked in Trap Gunner. But it's fucking cool. It's a really fucking cool game. I know I'm not really articulating myself well, but you know we've through like a sixth of a fucking bottle of Jägermeister. You cut me some fucking slack here. There's a lot I love about that game. It's unfortunate that a couple of things really wreck it. Those couple of things are bad enough that you know they're trash elements. So it gets it both, but it's so close to being a treasure. I think if you got rid of those things, more people would probably know about that game. But the fact is, you're trying to play story mode, and you're constantly hitting these brick walls of artificial lengthening based on shitty mini games. It's awful. Twisted Metal 2 is a fucking treasure. You can't convince me otherwise. Jammer Lammy has fucking the like I said, the controls are fucking awful in it. You hit a note and it tells you didn't hit a note, and vice versa. It's shit. But it's a treasure. It's a fucking treasure. It's a home fucking run. If you love Parappa, you love Jammer Lammy. I like Parappa a lot. I like Jammer Lammy even more. Such a good game. And then finally Zelda. I don't give a fuck about Zelda. But Zex, I don't give a fuck about Zelda. But I think I would have to turn in my gamer card if I didn't give it a treasure marking. And I have nothing wrong. There was nothing about it that was trashy. And as far as neither goes, which is Lad saying neither, right? The game starts with a T. No. The Legend of Zelda? No. Who the fuck includes the? Huh? Never. If you're on Windows 10, you should see if you have a bunch of music downloaded, the is not fucking the letter it starts with. Wait, where did you put Mario 3? Mario 3 was treasure. Mario 3 is, even though I don't like it, and that's kind of the same thing here. I don't give a fuck about Zelda, but people love the fucking game. So many people talk about it being their first fucking video game love and all that. So it's a treasure. That's all there is to it. I can't knock it. It's not for me, but I'm not gonna lie. You know, I'm not gonna fuck about. And that's that. That's it, people. So what'd you think? Anything you agree with? Anything you disagree with? God, one thing I can take away while you all think about your shitty argument and comments. We played so many fucking games this year. Considering I missed like the first 3 months of the year, and then I remember a couple times I took a couple breaks. This year, 2021, it won't be the same. I plan on changing the way I stream so that I try and get games done sooner. Well, you saw towards the end of the year I did it, where I'm doing just Digimon and Final Fantasy pretty much every week, except for an occasional special event. It was just those two, and eventually I'll beat one of them. Let's say I beat Digimon first, which is probably what's going to happen. Then I replace that with something, and then I go fucking Final Fantasy, whatever. And then I beat Final Fantasy, okay. And then I go something with something new. Like, I just want to do it that way. That way it's easier for viewers to follow along with me. and it's easier for the YouTube viewers to just keep the same content coming. And it's just less games, it's less all over the place, easier to follow for everyone. I think everyone will be better that way. Zexia says I give it a 10 out of 10. That's a lie. I know you wish Shadow was fucking lower ranked, and you wish Dodgeball was higher ranked. So I know it's a fucking 8 out of 10 at least. Kobe says, honestly, the dungeons were probably the best in A Link to the Past. I'll take your word for it. Like I said, the game just did fucking whoof, nothing for me. But I respect it for what it is and for what it does. Zexia says 3.5 hour award show. Wow. Yeah, it ain't gonna happen next year. Like I said, next year I don't see any possible way where we'll be doing this many games. We'll do a lot for sure. I still am gonna bring a bunch of content, but it is what it is. Kobe says, what category is your face cam going in? Neither, apparently. Face cam treasure, no. It can just stay in neither. I put so much work in that overlay, I am not moving that fucking camera from underneath it. Not intentionally. I give it a big thumbs up, says Lad. Well, that's good. Newest addition to Trash's stream. Newest addition to Trash's stream. Newest face cam. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm fucking zooted. Yeah, I could hear my voice just for 3 hours. I was talking about your face cam. Newest addition to Trash's stream. Talking about your face cam. He's gone, people. I just don't know what you're trying to say. I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say. I've had the camera for a while. Yeah, in 2020, that was the biggest addition. Yeah, 2020 was a good year. The yeah, the camera I think was a big thing. I did not want to be on camera, but I've gotten used to it now. People seem to really fucking like it, which is thank God. Can you imagine if I fucking brought it to camera and everyone's just like, yeah, okay, it's great. That'd be fucking awful. I'd hate that. So I'm glad everyone liked that shit. We changed a whole bunch of cool little thematic things. Like look at the frame I stole from fucking Trap Gunner and all that good shit like that. Look at that. Look at that. That's fucking sexy. Everything's fucking looking good around here, huh? Yeah. It's because of your faces. I do try and play up to the camera a lot. I act as if that's you. And so I find that's what a lot of the co-streams are really good for. Whenever we're doing like Among Us and shit, and I'm like disgusted or something, and I'm just like, just the shit I'm doing to the camera. I'm just praying that whoever I'm making fun of isn't watching my stream. I do like watching those. Those are fucking good. Those are good. And then certain like things like with the Digimon stuff, when shit was going wrong and failing, that was pretty funny. Like, my guy turns into Numamon because I accidentally clicked X too quick. And it's just, you could just see the depression as I'm just like, oh, like, the camera's been a good thing. The only thing I regret as far as the camera goes is I do wish it was there for the second Bigfoot stream. I wish it was there for the second Bigfoot stream because that was the most scared I've ever been playing a video game in that one moment, and it would have been funny to have that moment on camera, but who knows. 2021 is going to be a very long year. I got a lot of personal life things coming down the pipe, so I don't know what's going to happen as far as streaming goes. I'm not quitting or anything. It just means like there might be a fucking forced hiatus or two in the middle, and if that happens, oh well. But the content will be good anyway. Like I said, I plan on changing the way I deliver my content and whatnot. I put a lot of work into updating all my art and shit here, and I want to do the same as far as like channel point awards and all that. Did my stream freeze? Looks like my stream froze. Oh, I guess. Oh, I guess it's my fucking phone. The phone I've been using to monitor chat, all of a sudden it froze on like a really unflattering picture of myself, and I'm like, oh, that's not nice. Still looks fine here. Well, good. Yeah, no, like I said, no, there's no sappy goodbyes or nothing here. In the end, I thank you all for watching my shit. This is gonna be a fucking. You're too drunk. I'm not that drunk. It's gonna be a lot of fucking cool content this year. A lot of planning being done by not only me, but the other main Ion guys that you see mainly here is Zexios and Arethius. You know the other guys are all planning shit too. You talk about Flaring Flames with his bidding league that he's running right now. I don't know what's going to happen with that, but it's cool to see people actually use the Discord server for their own content, which is great. Howler's still plugging away. Dracana is their stats. You just see their growth. Sorry, stats is such a clinical term. It's very unsexy. Their growth, their performance is just getting better and better, which is great. So it's all very fun. And Kobe says, "You doing the Decathlon Ion this year?" Well, that's the hope. It just based on early talkings right now, because we're months away. We're fucking months away from it. But based on early talkings now, it might not be quite the same event it was last year, but there will be something. Something will come of it, I'm sure. But anyway, y'all have a good one. I'm going to go make some food, relax a bit, maybe go to bed. And then the plan, hopefully tomorrow, is to do Pokemon viewer battles. So, if you all want to get in on some Pokemon viewer battles, be sure to pop in tomorrow for that. The schedule is up on the Ion Discord, which I saw earlier was getting plugged, but by gum, I'll plug it again. I'll battle the fuck out of you, says X. Well, that's good. I know Arethius and me have an IPL battle due tomorrow as well. I'm also planning on taking him in a couple of fucking doubles. You want some free wins, Trash? I don't know, Kobe. I'm pretty sure fucking any match against me is going to be pretty neck and neck. I got pretty shit Pokemon, and I refuse to change them for better ones because I choose my Pokemon based on how they look, as opposed to how good they are in a fight. I'm picky, because I'll give it. Well, good. Show up tomorrow. Show up tomorrow then, Kobe, and we'll fucking duke her out. Okay, bye, Trash. See you tomorrow. All right, lad. You have a good one, man. I'll catch you tomorrow. I'll catch you all tomorrow. I better not see a double sport tomorrow. How fucking great was that? I wish I should go pull the clip myself manually. Fucking, what made that so brutal, too, was when I did it, I figured we'd all have a laugh, like me, you, everyone watching. Everyone turned on me. I was like, whoa, what the fuck? Everyone was like, oh man, how could you? I was like, what are we talking about here? It's an exhibition match. Shut the fuck up. Don't worry, there'll be a triple sport. Ooh, kinky. Nah, it was funny. I thought it was fucking pretty funny. But yeah, that'll be tomorrow. Hopefully that'll be some good times, just for a couple hours, you know? The last one was really good. A little hair pulley as far as some of the people we dealt with. Remember that guy who fucking... He went the whole stream, like 3 fucking hours almost. And then when I fucking started winning, he fucking rage quit. 3 hours of him gloating. And then I finally start throwing it back in his face and he rage quits. What a fucking sissy. Holy shit, the Steam bot just now went off. The stream bot just now went off. We're 3 hours and 42 minutes into the stream. Boy, that robot's going to need a little bit of tightening, huh? Fucking Jesus. Anyway, no, like I said, y'all have a good one. I already linked the Discord. Be sure to check out my YouTube, which I hope to start rolling out content for again soon. It's just such a slog. Christmas rush. And then, like I said, like my personal mental health issues. Everything got slowed down productivity wise, but I'm hoping to start up again. I just don't know with the YouTube thing. It's a lot of effort, and I'm not seeing a lot of reward right now. I think later streams would get better because I got the face cam on. I'm funnier. I'm a little quicker. But the problem is I don't want to just skip streams, so I'm in a weird spot with that. Anyway, I am rambling. I am rambling. Y'all have a good one. Flair's online, so let's throw him a raid. He is doing Fire Emblem. Raid. Flaring. Flames. And be sure. Raid message? I don't know what that is. Fuck. Oh, raid message? Yeah. Lick my balls. When we all get over there, just be like, lick my balls. And don't cop out and go, oh, Trash said to lick his balls. No, no, no. You say, lick my balls. That's it. That's the end of the message. Lick my balls. Simple as that. And later tonight, I believe, I don't want to fuck this up, Zexios is planning on streaming some Dragon Ball Z Kakarot if his OBS will allow it. So be sure to check that out later tonight too. You all have a good one, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for checking it out. 10 seconds, I guess. All right. Well, fucking a horse walks into a bar, and the bartender says, "Hey, why the long face?" And the horse says, "I just found out I have AIDS."